Okay. I know you've read or heard about that game, movie, or comic, blah, blah, but you haven't heard it from us. So chill, relax, let us talk all about it before you log off.
Are your palms sweaty, Rachel? Are your palms
Yes.
sweaty? Hello,
Yeah.
everybody.
Arms are
Welcome.
heavy.
Welcome to the podcast Before You Log Off, live
Hello.
from not Oblivion Comics and Coffee, because they are not our sponsors, but they are dear friends of ours. And I'm here,
Dear
of course, today with the internationally known Steven Gutierrez
What is up, everybody? How you doing?
and the locally known Rachel.
Hey, locally known. Yes. Hi.
So here's the
That's very
thing.
good.
Celebrities here.
Well,
She's
I
my
mean,
protege.
here's
Wow.
the thing. This is how I look at it too, because everybody that kind of comes in here, you know, everybody that's a part of BYLO, they have nicknames, you know, like if you're looking at us live on twitch.tv/before you log off, you'll be able to see our pretty faces and you can see our names right below on this lovely overlay that is a blending of one of our favorite chatters and friends, Squiggles, and Rachel as well. She contributed that little uncanny thing down there too that you guys see.
It is so tiny.
So
is
yeah,
nothing.
it is very tiny. So I
Oh,
gotta
there
do
it
some,
is. I see it.
I gotta do some rearranging with like how everything is kind of stretched out and stuff like that, because you know this was kind of
Yeah,
a
it's a
last
work in
minute thing.
progress.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. But yeah, back to my original statement. My name, Sir Aaron Carter. You see it right under there. Stevens. Could be either Lunchbox or Steven under there. He's internationally known.
It's like right here.
Rachel, on the other
Trying to
hand,
point.
Rachel, on the other hand, just says Ray, and it's, you know, it's not like I don't know. It's not there's no precursor. You know what I mean, Rachel? Like
Ray
there's
Ray's
no.
a baby.
I'm not calling you that.
I was like, hey, it rhymes.
Yeah, it definitely rhymes. But we'll figure something out. We have a long journey that we're going on. Welcome to the show, everybody. We're live, like I said, of course, on twitch.tv.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
We got the chat room already popping off there. Hello, your dad from Australia, by the way, everybody.
Yeah, it was here early. It was
Exactly. Like it's
super fan.
it's almost like what did he say? Because we were talking last night when I was streaming, and he gave me some Australian slang. Arvo.
Oh,
Arvo means afternoon, is what he told me. And he'll probably correct me if I'm wrong in the chat.
see you in the Arvo.
So yes. So like it's 4
I know
Arvo in, you know, or whatever. You know, it's 4 in the Arvo. You know. And like, yeah, Americans, we'll just say the afternoon over here. That's what we'll keep it with.
See you in the noon.
All right.
I know some
Yeah, it doesn't make
Australian
sense.
slang.
You know a popular what?
I know some Australian slang.
Oh, all
Because
right.
I remember my
Shoot.
old co-host, Maya, she was from Australia.
Really? Okay.
What?
Yeah, she had an Aussie accent. Yeah, so like she taught me Maccers. That's McDonald's.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Was it?
Hackers.
Sounds
I
like a
think,
nickname
was
for
it
a player.
bogan? That's basically their type of redneck. And then I would say like Aaron, you're such a Nigel, which means like you're kind
It's
of
such a
lazy.
Nigel.
Such a Nigel.
Sounds
That's
such
a-
Kind of a
that's a British accent.
You're going a little bit British on there.
Yeah,
You're
going
going a bit
British.
British. You're doing British.
I can't do Australian, even though they're similar.
And then we
I
got
think you ate my baby.
less.
that's terrible. He was like, that's a serious matter. You shouldn't joke about that. That is a serious matter.
My bad.
Yeah, and then of course, like if you ever want to come out on Fridays, we'll say around 7, but with the technical difficulties that we've been having, it looks like it's around between 7 and 8. But we'll stick to
we'll
that 7.
Say
We'll s-
7-ish.
Yeah, we'll
like a
stick to
surprise.
that.
7-ish.
We'll stick
Yeah.
to that 7-ish. And then of course we have like Strider, West Nile, Squiggles all in the chat room here. We'll try to have them chime in on some of the interesting topics we'll be talking about today on the show. So are you guys ready?
Cast.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this.
Because Rachel, I know you had a little butterflies in your stomach. You know, it's.
Oh, dude, my hands are so sweaty right now.
Oh, I know. I feel like I'm
Oh, God.
glistening right now.
But I don't
It's actually
understand.
hot in my room.
This is the thing. Before we get into it, you do this all the time, though. We sit in the chat room
I
and we
don't.
talk.
Yeah,
Do we not? Do we not sit in the chat room and talk
we
about
do
stuff?
talk all the time.
all the
So-
time, unfortunately.
Then you stream
Just
as
kidding.
well, correct?
I have not streamed in many moons,
But you
but
have before.
yeah, and before I always have so much anxiety. I get so nervous being on camera, live, broadcasting to the world.
Wow. Well, think about all you have to do is imagine the chat room naked and you're fine.
Oh God, no. No, no.
I gotta go, guys. This is either too hot or too gross. I can't figure it out yet.
I gotta go. Bye.
That's
Peace.
terrible. All right. Let's get right into it. Now for something interesting. There's a little sound that goes off there, guys. It's pretty cool, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is
They
John
can't hear
Oliver
it.
coming and suing
No.
us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He is going to sue the heck out of us.
He's gonna sue.
Team
love
Rocket,
him.
everybody. Jesse and Jesse and is his name
James.
James?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not just Jimmy?
That's no.
No.
Where'd you get Jimmy?
Yeah.
I'm
Jesse
literally
and James, dude.
literally reading the article right now in front of me. I can see it. It says Team Rocket,
You're
Jesse
the
and
worst.
James invade
fan.
Pokemon.
The
But I,
worst.
for some reason,
The
always
worst.
thought his name was Jimmy.
No, his
No.
name's
Hasn't
not
been
Jimmy.
Jesse.
It's like
and-
Jesse James, you know. Jesse
Yeah,
James, Jesse and
I
James.
all right. I get the difference.
Do you?
I'm
don't think
just
you do, man.
saying.
I don't think you do.
Hear me
bro.
out.
I'm really disappointed. We need to like end the podcast right now.
Wow.
It's over.
Wow.
Pretty bad, man.
First of
Rough
all,
start.
his name could be Jimmy. All right. Jimmy is
Could
just a
be, but it's
nickname.
not.
Jesse.
Jimmy
and
is
Jimmy.
yeah. Look,
Nah,
it,
it doesn't
it
work.
fits.
No, it
work,
does
man.
not work.
It fits.
No.
It 110% fits.
Okay,
I'm
well,
sorry.
even though Aaron
Jimmy
is
sounds
completely-
like you're 10.
What do you mean?
That's
What?
why. Like it sounds like you're 10. Jimmy's like a young person's name. You
So
know how
there-
like you get to a certain age, you go instead of Robert, you're Bob, and that's
instead
kind
of
of like
Bobby,
the thing.
you try
Yeah,
Bob.
no, it
Okay,
has to be James.
Here's the thing, and this is about to change your whole mind, Stephen, because what happened to Jimmy the Weasel?
He got kicked in the
Exactly.
face.
Exactly.
He
So
got kicked in the
Jimmy
face.
is an adult name. So anyway, Team
Yeah,
Rocket.
but why did he get kicked in the face? Because his name is Jimmy.
Anyway,
He's a goddamn
it's
weasel.
terrible. Team Rocket's Jesse and James invade Pokemon Go. They've been added to Pokemon Go and will occasionally drift past the game's map in a hot air balloon. Players that want
Yeah.
to take the duo on can tap the Meowth balloon to battle Jesse and James. Niantic said that the Team Rocket leaders won't stick around in Pokemon Go for long, but did not give an end date. Here's the other question. One, and this is I pose to you two and the chat if they want to chime in on this one. One, who plays this game?
Oh, are we
I,
answering that now?
Yes,
Is it-
please
Yeah, are
answer
you
that
asking
now.
this?
Yes.
So, I do not play. I played probably for like a week or two when it first came out, and then I stopped. It wasn't really my thing, but my boyfriend Galen, he loves it. He's super into it still. I don't know
Still-
how or
still.
why.
Still
but
catching Meowths.
yeah.
Hmm.
But I don't know, with Team Rocket in there, I actually might re-download it and try it again because I love Team Rocket, and I've always wanted them to have like other bad guys or people you can actually battle and fight with
Mm.
instead of
Hmm.
just random Pokemon.
Okay. I mean, Steven, do you play this?
No, God, no. Does it look like I go outside for exercise? No.
That's terrible,
Uh,
sir.
And plus, there's a pandemic, so I don't know how this game's even surviving.
I mean,
I don't
right
either.
now.
when I used to play, I used to go on hikes, and so I would go on hikes and like catch Pokemon.
Okay.
With what internet service do you go out and hike? Lies.
Exactly. Yeah.
No,
Lies.
I did.
Lies.
I'll prove it.
Okay. Second question is, what do you get from battling these two? Do you actually get a chance to capture Meowth? Or
No, there's this. There was an update, but I didn't really understand it, so I didn't put it in the notes. I guess there's like these shadow Pokemon now, and
Dark-
I guess with them around, it. I don't know if it increases the chances that the shadow Pokemon spawn, or increases your chances to be able to catch them. It's something like that. Unprepared for that question.
okay. All
I
right.
apologize. Yeah.
And then the
But it has
last question you
Yeah,
guys
it's-
probably already answered is, will you be going back? Rachel, you're gonna go back and give it a try because Jesse and Jimmy are in it.
So I say I will, but I know me. I won't.
That's
No.
terrible. That's terrible.
The game's cool, and I'm happy a lot of people really enjoy it, and I liked it for those 2 weeks. But it's not really my thing. If they made a Digimon Go, I may be down for that.
Like Squiggle said in chat, Digimon Go
Yes.
is my favorite. That's not even a thing. It's not gonna happen.
It should be a thing.
That's not gonna happen though. Digimon is I'm sorry. It is the poor man's Pokemon. Yeah, I
Okay,
see.
you know
Hold
what?
on. I see you look. I see you look. I see you
You
look.
only get one Digimon.
Here's the thing, and I'll let you go ahead and speak your case. But right off the bat, he is correct. You only get one. It's not like you're walking around with a bunch of digital monsters on the belt. Two, who knows what they turn into? They're all unpredictable. One goes from a dinosaur to a grown human man to a unicorn after that, and it's like, what? Can we get some type of, I don't know.
That's the cool part, though.
That's crazy. Like, keep it in your lane. Keep it in your lane. And then three, how many Digimon are there? Can you even name more than, I don't know, 5? Rachel, your rebuttal.
Ooh.
There is Patamon, Gatomon, Angemon, Angelwoman, Lady Devimon,
Wait.
Devimon,
Hold on.
Those
Angelmon.
are real.
Leomon.
I feel like you're just naming words and then putting Mon
Digimon.
behind it.
How do you think they named them all?
That's
Yeah,
terrible.
That's exactly what they
They
did.
put
I think
Mon at the
there's
end of all them. Lilymon,
There's a
McDonald
poop
Mon.
one too. There's a poop.
Greymon.
Nobody,
Yeah.
nobody knows it. Like, what is their, okay,
War
is there,
Greymon. He was
who's-
the best.
who's their
Thank you,
Pikachu?
thank you.
Who's their Pikachu?
Agumon.
Agumon.
Agumon? He's on
Yeah,
every
he's
single
the
one?
He's
orange
Ties.
one.
He's Ties Digimon. He's the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah, and like you might only get one Digimon, but you can also befriend other Digimon, and then you can have a whole army of them. Kind of like what is it? What was her name? Mimi. She kind of
Oh,
like
yeah.
becomes like the queen of all these like little like toad frog Digimon, and she has a whole army of them in one of the episodes or one of the arcs. It's been forever since I've seen it.
Who's
I know what you're talking about too.
Yeah, see, you know.
Yeah, I
You
know
know
what you're talking about.
nobody
And
watches
they
it.
can also evolve into unlimited different types of Digimon. So yeah, you might only have one.
So,
but there's
what?
Huh?
There's
Yeah.
no cap to what they can transform into?
To
Not
greatness.
really, no. There's like different levels and everything, and I think there's like a max to that level, but then there's also different branches that they have like certain artifacts or different stones as well. So they have
What-
like different branches of evolution.
All you need is War Greymon. You're good. Black Metal War Greymon.
Are
you're
they?
good.
Gatomon
I
is my
don't know.
favorite.
We're not gonna get too deep into the Digimon world because Squiggles already in chat has named like a whole bunch that I think he's just copied and pasted from the wiki.
You know what? Squiggles,
I
that's my
think he
guy.
passed out after naming all those.
I don't know. Digimon I could never get into after I think maybe like the second iteration of it.
Yeah,
I-
you're fine after
I
that.
like the first and second season, and then I think it was either the 4th or 5th season where they actually turned into Digimon themselves. I thought it was a really cool aspect, and I felt like it was a really good, strong season. That was my
I fell
favorite.
off when they started doing cards.
Oh, I hated that season. Everybody loves it.
Yeah. I
No,
think it's the third. Is that the third season?
it's the 3rd one.
Yeah.
That's like if I want to watch cards, I'll go watch Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yes, which is the superior
Actually,
of cards.
what I did
Time to
is went to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! And
So-
banished foods to the Shadow Realm.
I guess if you want to fight Team Rocket, they're in there for a limited time. So go download that Pokemon Go, and not go outside because I mean there's still coronavirus,
Yeah.
everybody. So
That's terrible.
Just avoid people if you go outside and wear a mask.
yes, wear a mask definitely.
Yes,
All right.
wear a mask.
Next thing that's
You
interesting,
fuckers.
Far Cry 6 is coming in 2021, and Giancarlo, is that how you say his first name?
I think it's Giancarlo.
Giancarlo Esposito is playing the main villain. You guys might know him from Breaking Bad. He played, what's the guy's name?
Gus
Gus?
Fring.
Gus Fring. He was
Yeah.
the chicken shop owner / drug
He was
dealer.
the best villain in that whole show.
It is
I said
actually,
it.
yes, I do like
Yeah.
him a lot.
Yeah.
You can go
He's
on
the best bad guy.
You can go on YouTube and check out like a teaser, really, really small teaser. You'll see with a 3D rendering of what he looks like and sparking a cigarette or a cigar in his mouth and stuff like that. I'll give it to
Dude,
I'll give it
pretty
to
good.
I'll give it to Far Cry. They have the most interesting bad guys. I won't be like there. And you know what's funny about this? Because I was literally just streaming last night, and somebody came in chat asking about, it may have been your dad actually, asking, have I played the Far Cry series? And I told him, I'm like, I only played part 2. And Steven, you played the other ones, right?
I played 3, I beat 3, and then 4, I almost beat it, and then I just stopped playing it.
Rachel,
I
you
should
play
go
any
back
of
to
them?
that.
No, I have not. But I did want to play the last one that just came out because it looked pretty interesting.
The one that's in America, right? Where there's like a cult or something
Uh,
like that? Or are you talking
Yeah.
about the one that
No,
happens after
the two
that?
girls.
Yeah,
The
the
two
two
girls
girls.
one, right?
Yeah.
Well, you got to play the one before that one. It directly ties into that, doesn't it?
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it takes place after the events of the fifth one.
Because it's
I don't know
like,
how long.
it's the
but
first one.
It's after it.
It's the first one that's an actual like sequel story wise to a Far Cry game. That's the
Wait.
one.
I
What?
did play a little bit of the first one, the American one.
Yeah.
I play like little parts here and there, basically the hard parts my friend couldn't get through, and it was okay. I just watched them play though.
Yeah. I didn't
I
like.
don't think it was my thing.
I watched. I think I watched Emma stream the whole thing, and even to the
Yeah.
end. And I was like, that ending kind of threw me off. Like,
Oh, for 5?
For 5. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
for 5.
5. Oh, no. Well, yeah, 5. Because they didn't say. They didn't
No,
call
'cause
the next one after
The
isn't
next one
6.
was New Light or New something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't 6. It was just
6 is the new one coming out. I think we're
Yeah.
getting confused with all the different Far Cry's right now.
because they had Far Cry Primal, which I think came out in between 4.
Yeah, I got that one.
5
I actually
is
own that on
like-
the PlayStation 3. What do I have? 4. I have PlayStation
4. Yeah. You had
Yeah.
the PlayStation 4.
Yeah, I own that one, and that game was horrendous. That game was bad. So I understand why they were like, okay, this isn't Far Cry 4 or something like that. Let's sweep that under the rug and call that just Primal.
Like
But-
now, Primal.
But I'm interested. Esposito is a very good actor. He's also in The Mandalorian, if you guys haven't seen that.
Incredible
yeah.
bad guy. He's
He-
just I think he's got that like cool bad guy swagger. You know
yeah,
what I
he
mean?
does.
Like,
He does,
definitely
yeah.
does.
when you see him
So-
in a show, you're like, this dude's about to be fucking awesome every
Right?
time. Anything's in.
Though the
Yeah.
first
Sure.
thing I ever saw him, he was not a bad guy, and he was kind of a weenie.
And what?
Once upon a time, he was the magic mirror.
I've
I could
never
see that.
seen that. I've
Yeah.
never
The way
seen
he
that.
talks is kind of like
He was like the genie / magic mirror because
Yeah,
Once
I
Upon a
get it.
Time was trying to be like Lost, where they tied everything together. So the genie, he got trapped in the mirror, and that's how the magic mirror was magic.
he was like Aladdin genie.
Yeah, he was
like-
Aladdin's genie.
The hell?
Yeah.
Really? Was he blue?
It was no, he was not blue.
Aw, missed opportunity.
He was black.
It is.
What do
They
you
kept
mean? Wait, what do you mean? Why'd you say it like that? He was black. What?
I I don't know. I just said it.
You know he's Danish, right?
Yeah, but is he not? I thought he was black. Wow, I'm terrible. Hi.
His name is Giancarlo Esposito.
Esposito. Actually, his full name is Giancarlo Giuseppe Alessandro Esposito. Just
Take a
looked it
breath.
up.
Say the next line.
Just looked it up right now. Yeah, yeah, Danish-born actor.
I
Yep.
saw him at what Comic-Con? Were you there, Aaron? Or was that just me and Jerry? I know we were all there, but we walked right past him.
Really? And you
And it
didn't say
was-
anything to him?
No, because he was leaving the like bathroom
Oh,
and like they had his bodyguards and stuff. And then like you see him with his kid, they walk right past us, and I saw him, and I was like, he just left the bathroom. And then I'm not one to like run in front of celebrities and be like, oh, go crazy for it.
do it.
So I just kind of saw him, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I guess.
Celebrities
be-
love that
I'd be
stuff.
super
He
sorry
didn't
for
kill
him.
me. I survived.
Why? Though celebrities love that. They love when you bother them right
Nah,
out the
man.
bathroom.
Not
Well-
no, they don't. No,
Nah,
that's-
nah.
I get so flustered whenever I see like a celebrity. I get starstruck, and I'm just like, oh, I can't talk to them. Let me just run away.
Wow.
I'm just more like, oh shit. Hey, you're the dude from that thing.
Well, here's something that's interesting. When I was looking up at his kind of IMDb, he was in a couple of movies. Maybe you've seen these movies, Rachel. I don't know. We'll just kind of go over some of them
Wow.
real fast. He was in a movie called School Days.
Yep.
About historically black colleges. You seen any of those? Huh? No, Rachel.
Unfortunately, I've not. No.
Okay. What about Do the Right Thing?
He was in that.
Yep, he was in Do the Right Thing. Yep. Rachel,
Yeah, I gotta watch
Yeah.
it again so I can pick him out of
you on that
pick
one?
him out.
You seen that?
I have not seen that either.
What was the movie he played a cop in?
There's
Oh god.
there's a whole bunch. Here's the last one then, Rachel. I know you've seen this one. Waiting to Exhale.
Why are you doing this? You know I haven't seen that. We had a whole conversation about this.
Dang.
Oh
Busting her
man.
out
I
live.
I was just letting you know that some of the movies he's been in, okay?
She's from Mayo. and
It's true. My ancestors
she's-
are from
Her
Mayo.
ancestors are from Mayo. They don't know
Wow.
any of those.
I
Wow.
don't know any better.
All right, we'll move along since you've seen none of these
I'm very, very
movies.
sorry.
We're gonna have to do a movie night, and
I'm all for a movie
yes,
night. Yeah.
yes, we're gonna have to do a
Yes.
movie night. All right, next one. The first trailer, everybody, for Umbrella Academy season 2 has cults, time travel, and other apocalypse. So, if you haven't seen it, of course, go to YouTube right now. Check out the trailer. If you have seen it, it kind of looks okay. I'm gonna steal what Steven said right when he, I guess, saw it. Was kind of looks like the same plot, but I'll watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
It really is. Yeah.
I mean, I like the characters. I like that they're bringing Billy out more. Like he
You mean
looks
Ben?
like Ben. Yes, thank you. Yeah,
Billy,
Yes.
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Get all these little kids' names.
I mean, sorry that their names are
his
interchangeable.
name is Ben. All right.
So Ben, they look like they're bringing him in a little bit more.
I'm really happy about that.
So
I was kind of hoping he would be like a physical form, like he was alive.
he's dead,
That's what I was hoping for.
but he's dead.
Yeah, but they went back in time and that shit changed. How
But
could
did
you be dead in the past?
Did they go back far enough in time to save him?
They're
No,
in like
he-
the 70s.
yeah, but he's still a ghost because he's an adult now. They didn't go back in time to the point where he died and they tried to save him. He traveled with them, like his ghost traveled with them.
Okay, but then what's her name would still be the white violin.
Who says she isn't?
They saved her at the end, and she kind of like gained control of her powers, and so she's not the white violin anymore.
Did she?
She did.
She?
Here's
I
the
mean,
tough
at least
thing,
like a
though.
little bit. She gained enough control where she went back to her human form.
I think that the tough thing is there too far gone for her character? I mean, of course, the next trailers suggest that no, they're still gonna save each other. But
Try to save, yeah.
I mean, she killed
Yeah.
the butler monkey, like kind of jacked
did.
up.
Butler monkey. Yeah, she
Yes,
did.
she
Oh,
did.
man, I need to rewatch it.
Well,
forgot about
I
that.
mean, okay, so that's the thing. Because time travel is a son of a bitch.
Yes, when it comes to stories, yes.
Yes, when it comes to stories, because like they can just do a whole thing where if they prevent this apocalypse, quote unquote, it might change the events of their future apocalypse, quote unquote. You know what I mean? Like there's a whole bunch of workaround BS that they can do.
Mhm.
I think they should have personally brought Ben back just because it would have been better with him.
'Cause he's
I want to
OP?
see the tentacles.
I was
coming
gonna
out of
say,
his
yeah,
chest.
he's can just tentacleize anybody.
Yeah.
Well, he can still do that as a ghost. They actually showed him doing that. Was it the season finale in season 1?
Yeah,
Yeah, so he could still do it.
I gotta rewatch it. I honestly don't remember how it ended.
yeah,
Mhm.
he's still dead-ish, quote unquote, I guess. Because I mean, if you can still interact with the real world, are you really dead?
That's true. I don't know.
Well,
Depends on
yes.
how powerful Mr. What's his name? Klaus is.
Yeah,
The dude that sees the dead people.
yeah, basically, like, I think what happened was, like, if I remember the season finale correctly, he was able to gain more control of his power because he stopped doing drugs and all that stuff. So he was able to kind of make like a portal, not like a portal, but like I can't figure out the words for it. But I'm sorry. I feel basically like so he could actually become like physical for a short period of time
Like
while
a
they're
bridge
fighting.
between
There you go.
realms.
Yes, bridge between realms, and so Ben was able to become physical, and he was able to use his powers to help fight them during that last battle.
Okay, then see, give me more of that then.
Yeah, I think
Because
they will.
that's a good way of giving me him being alive instead of,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Like, I'll be satisfied with that. They do that more.
Didn't they say the release date is like really close to?
I think
Yeah,
it's
it's like
like a couple, that right there in the notes, 31st.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
it's
super.
here.
Yeah.
It's
So,
basically here now.
yeah.
So you don't have
because
to
we're
wait
almost in
that
the middle
long.
of this month, which is crazy.
Yeah, right. I thought it was just like July 1st, yesterday.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
This month is going by a little faster than any other months, which is fine. This is fine. Let's
Yeah.
let's speed it through.
Everything's fine.
Speed this whole year through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's get through all this stuff. So Yeah, Umbrella Academy, July 30th, or did you say 31st?
31st.
31st. So July 31st. The actor
Are you
that
good?
plays what's his name? The time traveler. I forgot the time traveler's
Oh,
name.
5. His
Yeah,
name's just
5.
5.
It's just 5. Yeah, he looks a little older in the trailer.
Which
He
is,
does.
I mean, you're not going to be able to prevent that. He's going to be, but he's solid. Like that kid
no, he's a great
was
actor.
solid in the first
good.
season. He was a good actor.
But
I'm really excited to see what he does in the future, like after
Yeah.
Umbrella Academy.
to go back to you can't change that. Yeah, you can, Steven. You feed him cigarettes and coffee to stunt his growth.
Wow.
To make
Just
sure that he
injecting
stays,
him.
just make sure he
Injecting him
stays
thing.
that age for the rest of his life. I mean
Good
they've done
Lord.
that before with actors. Don't get it wrong. You know, that's what Disney does. Just cigarettes and coffee. But he's amazing. No, that dude is straight amazing as an actor. Like he stole the show from season 1 for me. Like it was
Yeah, no, he
ridiculous.
was definitely one of the stronger points of the show.
So I can't wait to see.
I don't
what
Is
think
he
Mary J.
does.
Blige coming back? I don't remember if she died or not.
I don't think she did, because her
I don't think
partner,
so either.
her partner quit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he flipped sides or whatever.
Yeah, and then I
I saw
think
him in the
she just
trailer,
stops. Yeah, he's in the trailer, like older, right?
Yeah, he's like super old. He has like white hair and a long beard.
Yeah.
But he's still in the suit.
So maybe she's still there too, because I don't think she died. Mary J. Blige, I don't think she died.
No, I don't think she did either.
She's
Yeah.
she's
But
the partner.
she was good too.
Mhm.
I think her stuff was good too.
Yeah,
I think
because
it's like
more of her.
I think if they didn't have her and her partner Klaus or 5, I don't think the show would be as good.
yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I can definitely see that one. Well, I mean, but whatever. Well, you don't
I
have
feel
long
like they
to
didn't
wait.
give more of the other characters though. Like the rumor girl, they kind of just kept nerfing her every chance.
Yeah,
Well,
but she kind of did like something shitty to her kid. So I was just kind of like, about her character.
Her character was a little too. Yeah, I know exactly
Yeah.
what you mean. That's a tough. It was a tough one to be like, I like you as a character, but kinda don't. Kinda don't.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe there's a redemption arc in the second
Maybe.
season. Who knows?
We'll see.
You get to see more of Monkey Body, as you can see on the trailer thing.
That's terrible. Without the coat too, so that's him, all muscle.
Yeah,
But it
that's
looked like
He injected steroids
it looked
into
like
his
he was like
bicep.
he shaved himself though, because I remember him being furrier.
he may have. I mean, think about like Hellboy when he files down his horns to make himself look more human, quote unquote. Maybe he doesn't want to look all monkeyish, so he shaves his body and ugh.
Or his
Wow,
body's
you
trying to
sound
correct it.
terrible saying this. Damn weird.
Hey, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, let's go on to the next one.
Ace.
Batman universe will expand with an HBO Max cop show. So this is what I'm thinking: Brooklyn Nine-Nine set in Gotham. That's
Okay.
what
I'd
I'm
be on board
thinking.
for
That's what I'm thinking.
They need to have a crossover.
You don't need to
Yeah,
show.
that'd be really good.
You don't
That'd
need
be
to
really
show
good.
Batman all the time, but just have like Brooklyn Nine-Nine characters working in Gotham. Hilarious.
Can
All
you
the
imagine
different.
Peralta going up? He's like, it's the Batman.
Exactly.
Cool.
Like he'd be stoked to see all the superheroes that come through there and everything like that. It'd be great.
You just
Yeah.
see Boyle more excited to meet Alfred and just see what he's cooking
I'm
than
telling you.
meeting
It.
Batman.
It'd be
Just,
good.
that's what it'd be.
Is there what information is on this show, Steven? Did they say? Because I didn't get to read this article.
It didn't say like because it sounds like it's just an idea from what I read that they want to do because of whatever deal HBO Max has with
DC?
DC
Warner
and the
Brothers?
creators of this new Batman series, Batman universe or whatever. Because I also heard that Ben Affleck was in talks to reprise his role for something too.
Yes.
But that was in a different article. That wasn't in the same
I
one.
read the same thing too, actually. I saw the
So
headline
I'm
at least.
confused.
Yeah, I don't know what they're planning. I know.
But yeah, well, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, wouldn't this just be, the show we already had, Gotham? Like, how is this gonna stand apart from this?
Well,
'Cause it's centered around Gordon, and he's a cop, and so it was kind of a cop show with all the villains.
But that was like a prequel though, type of thing, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So if this is like a modern, like Batman has already been Batman. Like everybody's established. Let's put it that way. Screw the whole origin stories. Everybody is established in Gotham. So you got Batman and Robin, Batwoman, Batgirl, all the.
What do the cops do then? Batman's established. What are the cops doing?
I mean, somebody's got to stop just being ease.
They're
like
playing badman. Is what they do.
The
They're doing crimes or solving crimes during the day.
Yeah, think about. Well,
There's
they
no
have
night shift.
No, they have the Signal
They
that
work with
does
Signal
that.
instead.
Yeah, Signal.
Well,
works.
now they have the Signal.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we had our
No, but,
discussion about that one already.
Yeah, we did. We
Yeah.
did. No, but I guess so it's gonna be, people are calling it Gotham Central,
Okay.
which I guess is a reference to the comic book series,
Okay.
or one of the comic book series. I'm not really sure. I'm not familiar with this series of comic book, but yeah. So I don't know if if that rings a bell to any of you guys in the chat or anything. That's kind of what it could be central
in the
the plot wise.
In the chat so far is just JLap saying that yes, please put it in a post Bat family established world, which yes, that's what I agree with. Like let everybody be established already. That's good. Squiggles is saying I'd much rather see the show from the 90s cops but in Gotham. That's terrible. Like the cop show from the 90s, is that what you mean? So like or
the cartoon animated, and they're all just
that's
like
horrible.
The cops from the animated.
Then what would Batman be needed for? Because those cops in that cartoon Cops, the TV show, I don't know what you're talking about, Steven. They were all like superheroes. Batman. Oh, okay.
I'm talking about just the Batman one, like the Batman the animated series.
Oh,
the
so
cops
then
from that series.
Okay.
In this one, I don't know. Again, I don't know what they'd be doing. Seems like Batman solves all the major problems.
I mean,
who knows?
It could be comedy where the cops they just show up to the crime scene like, oh, gotta go arrest people, and the Batman has us tied up, and like, oh, see, the cops did it again.
Yeah, I mean, they take the cake. I mean, they take the
credit, yeah,
the credit for it for Batman stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is all just kind of up in the air, though. Nothing on this one is set in stone.
Yeah, because people are throwing out rumors saying that because it's in the same universe, we might see the new Commissioner Gordon that might be in the new Robert Pattinson Batman. What's his name?
Oh, dude from Westworld?
Jeffrey Wright. Yeah, the dude from Westworld.
Okay.
People want to see Pattinson maybe make an appearance or two. And because it's HBO Max money, possible.
I don't think
a
so.
possible thing. Will it happen? Probably not.
Would you guys actually watch this show though? Is this something that you would want to see?
Well, I have HBO Max, so I mean, if it's on there, I'll watch it.
Yeah, I mean, I have HBO, but
okay. So, but that both of you guys sound like I have it, so I guess I'll watch it. But are you interested in a Gotham show?
Well, it depends.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. Not really.
You're going to defend it, but you're like, yeah, I don't.
Not really. No, because I wanted Batman Year One.
Yes.
I wanted the story with Commissioner Gordon being a badass.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't get that in Gotham.
I didn't watch Gotham. I refused to watch it.
I watched Gotham.
I knew that show was going to be a shit show because I didn't want the villains. I didn't want the villains in there, what they did before they became Batman villains. I wanted Batman Year One, where Batman's in the background and Commissioner Gordon's fighting mobsters. That's what I want.
So I feel like Batman, there's just so much oversaturation with the main, like, big, huge superheroes. Superman, Batman. Not actually Wonder Woman, though. We need more Wonder Woman. I just feel like they should, if they want to do a Batman series, they should do one of the alternate timelines of Batman, or they should do Batman Beyond. I always talk about
Batman Beyond, okay,
Batman
yes.
Beyond, so you guys know how obsessed I am.
Yeah, Batman Beyond would be good.
But if they did, what was the alternate series? I forget the name. Where he becomes a vampire and he has to hunt Dracula, and he works with Blade, and right?
He works with Blade on Marvel.
Blade in it, right?
No. Blade is Marvel.
He fights Dracula. He fights Dracula in like an alternate series, and I forget what it's called. I feel really dumb right now, but I feel like if they just had something like alternate, it would be better. It would freshen it up, but they keep doing the same story over and over and over, and I'm just kind of tired of it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
But I think what their thought process is since seen all that other stuff, we're trying to do other things within the world to make it seem like it's a different story. Hence the cop show. But I don't know. I don't know if it's any different. I'm not really interested, and I got to see a trailer to see what they're even doing. But
I want to see this Batman universe first before I
yeah,
can get excited too, because it's like that's gonna set the precedent. Like, if that's crap, then the series might not be good.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'll be more invested if that movie comes out. That movie's solid and wants me. I want to keep watching that universe grow. But if it doesn't, then I'm just gonna write it off like Gotham.
Yeah, I'll probably just end up waiting until like the first season's already done and see how everybody likes it. And I'll be like, okay, if people like it, I'll go check it out.
JLap in chat is saying Batman and Dracula trilogy, Red Rain is probably what you're thinking of, Rachel.
Yes.
So we'll see though. I mean, like I said, it's still all up in the air with this one. There's nothing really set in stone. It's just it's probably just in the works. I know that they're supposed to be doing for HBO Max. They're supposed to be doing a Green Lantern series. And what do you? Hold on. What's the grimace for in your face on that one, Rachel? The Green Lantern Corps needs their story to be told.
Yeah, that's actually some of those storylines are pretty freaking good.
I mean, if it's just Daxter, then sure.
No, that's not a Green Lantern.
Yeah,
That's-
but he's
That's
part.
the red cat,
Corps.
right? The Red Lantern cat.
Yeah, that's the Red
Yeah.
Cat.
The story's
the
pretty
best.
fucked up.
Yeah.
No, we need a Green Lantern Corps, and maybe in later seasons we'll get the other Lantern Corps to interact.
Who's playing Green Lantern?
Right.
Who's
Right.
Green Lantern?
You got to start off
Barry?
with, as much as I don't care for his character, Hal Jordan. You got to
Jordan.
start him off with that. Just to go the basics.
With Hal Jordan?
Yeah.
Not the first Green Lantern?
No, we're not doing
the first.
what's his name? Alan
No?
Scott. We're not doing Alan Scott.
No?
No.
I know nothing about that Green Lantern. I always just thought Hal Jordan was the first. Green
Alan
Lantern.
Scott. No, what is JLab saying in chat? Green Lantern has the largest expanded universe in the entirety of DC. Yeah, because it's got like the space. You're going into that.
It's the universe.
Yeah, it's the universe.
Of course.
I don't know. I think Hal Jordan's pretty boring. John Stewart, I like him, but he's also
Pretty boring.
kind of boring.
Yes.
Guy, whatever his name is, he's
He's
Gardner?
interesting. He's good.
I don't like him.
He's.
If you're gonna do any of them, do the one after him, the
Wait.
really artsy, creative one. I think he'd be the most interesting to do.
Wait, is it Kyle Rayner?
Kyle Rayner is my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the artist. He's
the artist? Okay.
Yeah, he's the artist.
So
yeah.
then it's Guy Gardner that everybody hated, and then
He's terrible.
when he became the Red Lantern, he had a purpose, right?
It was better when he went undercover as a
Yeah.
Red Lantern to infiltrate
Yeah.
that. That's how they need to start it. Everybody's already lanterns, and then they're starting with this story where you have Guy as a spy in the Green or in the Red Lantern Corps.
You make it him going undercover, and then it's the Wire.
Yeah, just make the Wire in space.
It's just him. It's the show that revolves around him just being undercover as a Red Lantern.
I'd be down for that.
That would be dope.
I'd be down for that.
Just make it gritty and fucking like
That'd be
ridiculously
cool.
dark. It'd be awesome.
I don't like the Lantern Corps. I'm very sorry to disappoint you all, but
How?
I would watch that. I would
You're
watch
an
that show.
anti-chorist. Wow. I didn't see it coming.
Forest.
Well,
Anti-chorist, yes.
Well, you know what?
yes.
My blue lantern ring says I have hope that one day you'll change your mind.
There it is.
So
there
we
is.
go.
She doesn't get the
I have
reference.
no rebuttal for this.
Yes. All right. All right. We'll move on. And the last story we have before we get into the next segment is Twitch pulls the Black Lives Matter video after criticism from Black creators. If you haven't
Oh my
seen this
God.
video, because they've already pulled it down, Twitch came out with a little, I don't know, it was like maybe a 1 minute video in
Yeah.
support of Black Lives Matter. They had maybe 10 streamers that they showed, maybe less, maybe more. But out of those group of streamers, they only had 2 Black streamers, and one was only able to speak the whole time. So
I don't even remember them speaking, to be honest. with
me
you.
neither. So
It might have been like 2 sentences, maybe.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, she
It's like,
barely.
oh, hey, how's it going? And then it cuts off and goes to the next white
you
person.
telling me she said Black Lives Matter? and then it just cut off.
No,
It
she
went to
she
the
just said
next-
black. That was it. It was just black. Boop, gone.
So they did come out with a tweet after they pulled the video down, because they pulled it down like instantly, didn't they? Like it didn't even
Well,
stay
because they
up that
got
long.
criticism
Yeah,
super quick.
a lot of people came at them. I mean, kind of rightfully so.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, well, that was the first thing I noticed because Emma, she sent, I believe it was Emma, she sent that video to us and be like, y'all see this? And or she was like, what's wrong with this? And then as soon as I watched it, I knew. I was like, why is it just all white people talking about Black Lives Matter?
Yeah,
'cause-
when she first said it, I was like kind of half paying attention because I was working, and I was like, "Yeah, what's wrong with it? I only listened to it. I like it." And then you guys were all talking, and I was like, "Oh shit, let me rewatch it." And I was like, "This is terrible."
Yeah,
After you made your apology video,
terrible.
Yeah.
like,
I'm very sorry, everybody.
So they
Oh.
what was? Let me see if I can pull up their statement or what they said about pulling it down.
oh my God.
But they quickly said working together to make it. Oh, it was they were doing a video, and I understand why they were doing the video. There's been a lot of controversy going on within like the gaming community for other things. The Black Lives Matter movement has been sweeping across the nation and as and around the world actually too. So Twitch wanted to choose a side, which yes, you might want to get on a side of history, that's moving towards something. And but I think their problem was whoever was in the editing room and whoever was in the original concept or idea room, they just probably didn't have any black people there to be like,
Yeah.
you know what, guys, you should probably put a little more. I'm pretty sure they're out there, right? There's black streamers out
Oh,
there.
there's gotta be.
100%.
Exactly.
There's gotta
I
be.
mean, there's one right
Exactly.
here.
Where?
Me, she's
You.
talking about me, and
Not you,
Yes, Stephen.
I
Okay,
represent.
yes, Stephen.
Oh, what? What?
Yes.
You saying I can't?
No, you cannot.
No, sir.
From what I'm looking at on the screen right now,
Wow.
how bright your face
Wow.
is right now.
That's racism.
Stephen Gutierrez. But anyway, yeah, no,
Wow.
there's plenty of black streamers out there, and they could have hit him up for a little 5-second promo slot to put right on
That's
in
what they
there.
should have done because like all the people that they did have in the actual like Twitch ad for Black Lives Matter, they didn't contact anybody because anything you put on Twitch, it is their content, so they can use it. But when you're like, I don't know, I feel like when you're doing a very important message like that, you should at least contact the creators and ask
Yeah.
them about if they are like comfortable with being on a commercial like this.
They're not blindsided by comments from people saying, "Hey, this video is terrible. Why'd you do it?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a
because
ton
the-
of
the-
them.
They
Because
they
they
must
got
have got
attacked too.
ambushed. Yeah,
They did, yeah.
that's crazy. It's just it's
It
so
was a-
bad.
It was a
So
good
bad.
intent, but the
Poor
execution was done
Poor
poorly. It just
execution.
So yesterday they tweeted, "We hear you. Our goal was to demonstrate the importance of allyship, a message we didn't make clear. Only by working together we can create a positive change." A little strange as well.
yeah, because like allyship is to uplift and promote, the black community, and you can't really do that if you're just having white people talk.
I think it was definitely a mistake. I think they realized it was a mistake after the community
Yeah.
let them know for sure. And I don't think it'll happen again. I think
It'll happen again.
Oh,
From
100%,
Twitch?
If not with Twitch,
no, I mean from
something
Twitch.
else.
I mean from Twitch.
Well, Twitch had that other mistake, right? For
Yeah. The LGBT,
LGB,
G
yeah.
is for gamers. Yeah.
Wait,
it said it also stands for gamer. Is
Yeah.
what I read. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was a dumb
I
move.
didn't, I
Like,
didn't see this.
yeah, it's bad. Like
It's-
your PR team is going through so much shit.
And the G
Yeah.
stands for gamer. Wow.
Gay.
Like, oh
Mer.
my god!
Yeah, that's definitely not what
So
they were
dumb.
going for. They were going
Yeah.
for, yeah.
But you can't do as a company. Like, yes, you can take stances,
Mhm.
but you shouldn't. Like, all they had to do really is just be like, we support BLM.
They
That's,
could have
that's it.
done, yeah, even if they wanted to do it in just like
it.
a video with no people being shown.
Just highlight, find some black streamers, put them on the front page of Twitch for whatever, however long or whatever you want to do, and just highlight them.
Yeah.
Put them out there so people know. That's
Yeah.
the little things like that, the subtle little things shows that you're trying to make an effort to change. But doing a stunt like this is to me has always been like a, hey, look at me. We're also trying to do it. You're doing it for the publicity, and that
Yeah.
to me is bullshit.
Well, it's
I
kind of.
just
Go ahead. Go ahead.
no. What were you gonna say?
No, I was going to say it's kind of hard for certain companies to come out and do it after the massive explosion of things, and
Mhm.
not be seen like that. You know what I mean?
No,
Like
yeah,
not be
it's
seen
true.
as just jumping on the bandwagon. So it's almost like when is the right time to actually say something?
I
Um,
think it's always the right time to say something,
yeah,
even if it is like quote unquote a fad, like it's the popular thing to do. But it's always the right time to speak out and support one another and like demand for equality. But the thing is, with that ad, just having like white allies, they were just praising white creators for standing up for Black people instead of supporting Black people. And that was the issue I had with it.
yeah, and that's valid.
Yeah.
It's 100%
Yeah.
valid. So do better, I guess. Twitch, do better. We're on your platform
Uh,
right now.
it's definitely a learning
It's,
thing, and I think they will learn their lesson from this
yeah.
backlash and outreach, man. Outreach your own community that uses your I'm gonna say product, um, or your platform.
Services,
That's
your
that works
platform,
better.
yeah, your
Yeah,
platform, yeah, yeah.
yeah. Outreach to them. You know, what I
Mhm.
mean, if you own the videos that we're making or whatever, at least you can do is reach out and say, hey, we would like to see if you have an idea on how we can be better. Reach out to
Exactly.
them because we
Yeah.
have voices and we're willing to tell you, like, hey, let's try this. Let's not do that. Let's work
Just
together.
just stay away from your League of Legends, Fortnite, and Smash Brother
Good Lord.
community, and
Yes.
you'll be
The
get
Lord.
get stuff from the other communities. Just do
Mhm.
that. How about we? Yeah. All right. So all right, and that's all the interesting things we had around the interwebs right now. But Steven actually has another thing that he brought up as I see him looking around for his notes and
Yeah,
stuff like
my
that.
notes.
Um,
I see his computer monitor light up on his face.
It is. It's bright.
Yes.
It's a giant TV just reflecting. That's how I get tan.
all right, Steven, what do you got for us?
All right. So I got only a couple.
Couple of what? What is it? Introduce
Am
it,
I the
sir.
asshole?
Yes, you are.
Questions here. So I'm gonna go ahead and read these up because I did not summarize them. So
So
they're kind of
Steven,
long.
They are
let's
long.
set it up for him. Steven scoured the Reddits and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I just found this website Reddit. Have you guys heard of it?
Yeah.
I
I
just
think I
found
have,
it.
Like,
yeah.
no, what is this? What is
Just found
this?
it.
What is this Reddit? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Does it mean like read? Like I just read it?
Yeah, and then I think you check mark it,
Is that
and then
what the
like an
name comes
upward.
from? I'm
Up.
dead
Read it?
serious, by the by. I don't.
Oh, I thought you were bullshitting. I don't know. Probably yes. It's the internet. I don't know. Ham sandwich could have been the name. All right. So first one, right? Here's the headline. Am I the asshole for asking my husband to check on me while playing video games?
Okay, let's before you go into it, it's let's
Are they an asshole or not right now?
yeah, let's
Make a
let's do
decision
that
and then-
right now. Yeah. So read that question again.
right.
Yeah, go
Here
ahead.
we
Go
go,
ahead.
yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah, I want to hear that again.
Am I the asshole for asking my husband to check up on me while playing video games?
All right. So this
While
person
he's playing video games or while she's playing video games?
Well, he's playing video games.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
It's a woman asking the audience basically if she's an
Mhm.
asshole for asking her husband to check up on her.
Okay,
while
so
playing.
he's in whatever room playing video games. I'm trying to get into the
Yes.
mindset right now. He's in
Yeah.
the room, he's playing video games,
For like hours
and
on end.
she's trying to see, she just wants him to check up on her for whatever reason. I don't know why. Like, I don't know, maybe
Mhm.
she needs help with something, or maybe the kids are going crazy, or I don't know, for whatever reason. So yes, then I get it now. Okay, I get it
So
now.
are they
No.
the asshole or is the
No.
husband the asshole?
I
No.
feel like the husband would be the asshole if he got upset and said, "No, that is ridiculous," and everything. I'm like, you're in a relationship. If you're playing video games on end, no breaks for like hours on end, and you haven't seen your wife all day, that's weird. Go
Okay.
check on her, see how she's doing.
Let me let me chime in just a tiny bit here.
Go for it. Yes.
How many times is she asking me to check on her while I play my games? Like,
Well,
how
that will go
many?
into the story.
Okay, so then let me
She
hear.
addressed that.
I want to
Yeah.
reserve my answer now because I mean.
No, I want to hear your answer before.
No,
then.
yeah,
Okay,
you gotta pick an answer now.
hold on, because I
You
don't
gotta pick
know.
the answer now.
I need to know
Okay,
the
so-
situation. Am I rating?
Give your
Am I
answer now.
rating?
No,
do
you
the-
gotta give your answer now.
There's other
Do the
questions I
pre-answer,
have.
and then when we get the whole story, I'll let you revise it.
Okay,
So
because
I'm guessing Aaron is an asshole.
Got it?
no. I just had a question. I just said, what? First of all, what game am I playing? Am I in the middle of a smite match?
It goes into that too. So
Or am I in the middle of a full blown raid? That's a 4-hour raid.
playing with the boys.
How bad does she need me? Is this on the thing where it's like, oh, I slipped in the kitchen and I cut my hand and, the kids are going crazy? Or is it she's just like, I'm lonely and I want you to come and check on me right now. But we spend all other time together. But I was like, this is my man cave time, just a small section for me. You know what I mean? There's a lot of variables. So right off the bat, I will say this. No, she is not. If she just wants attention and he's playing
off
video
the
games.
headline alone.
But see, in my mind, it's off the headline alone. In my mind, he's playing Tetris. And,
Why is it always Tetris with you?
because it's my favorite game.
It's
So
his
that
favorite game.
means
That's terrible.
so that means I can pause the game for how long I need and always come back to it,
Mhm.
So then no, she's not. I'll go check on her. Yeah, like pause, boom. What do you need, sweetie? Yeah, you on you what's going on? What's happening? You need me to
Yeah.
look at you? I'm looking at you right now.
And it's like, I need the facts.
Yeah.
I need the facts.
I don't know.
So
I feel like the only way she would be the asshole is if she wanted him to check on her all the time and she was really whiny, complaining about it,
So
and that she just kind of more so just wanted to kind of steer him away from his hobbies. But to me, from the question, it just sounds like, hey, if you're gonna be gaming all day, just come in, say hi, check on me on occasion, when you take breaks.
so
All
is
right,
it the
continue.
cold shoulder husband or the nagging wife? That's what we're trying to figure out, right?
okay, I
All
mean,
right.
go ahead.
So am I the asshole for asking my husband to check on me while playing video games? So my husband is an avid computer gamer, mostly World of Warcraft type
Oh,
games.
here we go.
All right.
Okay.
Approximately 5 nights of the week, he'll play online games from the time our son goes to bed at 8 or 8:30 to about 12:30. So what is that, like 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
Give or take. My math's probably terrible.
You're fine.
So at least 4 continuous. It says it right in the next 4 continuous hours, and it's not an issue at all. He spends plenty of time with me and our son, and I have my own hobbies he isn't interested that I engage in when he's online. A few nights ago, I was doing laundry, and while he was playing online, I stepped on a toy that my son had left on the basement stairs. I fell pretty hard and dropped the basket. Luckily, uh, because of my weight shifted, she fell backwards and rather than forwards, resulting in a bruise on her ass instead of on her face. I paraphrased. Um, Clothes got everywhere, all over the floor and the basement and stuff.
Okay.
And the son woke up, and the husband had his headphones on and didn't hear any of it. Right? Again, paraphrase that whole thing.
I'm kind of getting the picture though of what's going on.
So yeah,
Mhm.
so he's got some noise canceling headphones.
And he wanted to drown out the world.
In the world, yeah. He's
Okay.
like, son's asleep, I'm gaming.
Okay.
All right. So it dawned on me that if something really bad happened to me, my husband wouldn't know potentially for 4 hours. Like if she broke her leg or
Yeah.
broke her face, died, whatever. So so I asked if he would be willing to, for my peace of mind, pop in out of his office midpoint each night just to check on me, like literally say hi and then go back to gaming. He thinks this is a huge overreaction and a waste of time. I know the fact that he isn't actively playing the entire time, and he sometimes takes breaks to go to the bathroom or get a snack or whatever. So how is that different? Am I the asshole?
No, she's not then.
No,
Nah.
100% not.
Yeah, 1,000% not. I thought maybe it was a thing where there was no real problem with it, but I don't think she is. I think she's 100% fine and justified wanting to be checked on, especially when you threw kids in there as well. For sure,
Yeah.
that changes a lot of things. Yeah, go check on your wife and kids.
Your significant other,
Yeah, just go.
especially the
do
kid
it.
too. Like you should be
Right.
periodically checking on your child.
If not the kid in the freaking room with you playing video games, like
Exactly.
let's go. That makes no sense. So then, yeah, no, she's not. She's 100% not. She's justified.
Especially if you're going to the restroom, like just pop your head in. Hey, you all right? Cool, you're
Yeah.
not dead. Back over there.
You're already out. What difference does it make?
Exactly.
5
Yeah.
more seconds.
Here's a scenario where she is. All right.
Let's hear it.
If she is, if it's a thing where they're constantly together all the time, like they spend almost every waking 24/7, and he's like, "This is my only one thing. This is my one hobby that I have out of the whole day." You know, because I have a friend who's been married for some time, and him and his wife, they both have their one thing that they don't bother each other. They got a ton of kids, and they know kind of when this is that time, this is that time. When this is her time, this is that time. And they even actually will take kids with them because they have a bunch of them. So they'll split. Be like, this is my time, I understand, but I'm going to take these 3 right here with me, on my time.
Kind of split it up.
Yeah, still split it up and stuff like that.
See, that's fair. That's a fair compromise.
If you had that prior conversation and you guys came to that negotiation and it's not an emergency whatsoever, then all right, then yeah, a little bit. But all those prerequisites had to be met first. Like you guys talked about it before. He or she is not dying. That's another thing. Or injuring themselves or hurting themselves or some type of thing, then it's just like, yeah, this is my hobby time. 'Cause I think people need that little,
you need the balance.
Yeah,
you need the balance of like some alone time
Oh,
or a hobby to kind of just recoup from the day or the week or whatever.
You're not fusing together when you get in a relationship. You're not becoming, Vegito. Yeah, some people do.
Yeah.
But I think you easily can lose yourself when you do that type of stuff. I mean, I'm not saying being selfish, but you don't have to be,
Be
Well,
individual, but
yes.
you could be individual while having a partnership, and communication. Yeah, that's the most important thing. And I feel like if you can't, I don't know. I feel like there's like some sort of like underlying issues that he has that he hasn't really addressed. If he can't even go check on his wife and his kid while he's going to the bathroom or making a snack.
And then he's got like the noise canceling headphones, and he's like shutting the whole world out. Like, yeah, no, he's running. He's running from something.
Yeah, he's hiding from something. Yeah, I think if it was more like, okay, so if this happened just once, like where she almost fell and then after that she's usually fine and stuff, how would you feel? Like is it still too much, or should he be doing this every time now?
Well, I would say like whenever he took a break, just be like, "Hey, how are you doing? All right, cool. Going back to games," because like you never know what's gonna happen, even if it was just a one-time thing. And
Yeah.
I feel like it just shows like you care. It's just like I don't know. I just feel like it's a little selfish to me.
Yeah, because I even stopped. Like,
shellfish.
I tell my brother, I'm like, when he no matter what he needs, he'll like knock on the door, like, "You busy?" And if I'm playing video games or something like that, I'm like, "No, like, dude, you need anything from me, I can pause all the rest of this stuff. I can help you out with whatever you need. Like, all this other stuff can be, reclaimed or whatever, or I can play it over or something. Like, this is another human life. It's different."
Yeah. Or if he did have a really long campaign that was 4 hours and there was like for some reason he could not take a break whatsoever, don't wear noise canceling headphones because you have a kid, your wife could get hurt, something can happen to the kid. You need to be aware of your surroundings, at least for that. You can't completely shut off while having a family.
As Rachel's cat strangles itself in the background.
No. I'm kidding.
I'm joking. There is no harm to the cat.
All right, so we all agree she's not, all right?
She's not the asshole. No, that's pretty
right.
reasonable.
All right, what else you got?
What did the chat say? The chat chime in on that one?
The chat was trying to
Curious.
start off. Well, Squiggles said Alexa is the best solution. That way, no one is the a-hole.
I see Z Reaper said no.
Yeah, Z Reaper said no.
So you get a baby monitor and a wife monitor, right? That's what you do, and then have them
Yes.
in the house.
Yeah. And if you, I mean, that
For
would
life
also
alert.
that would also require him to look at these things too. So it's not
Yeah,
Right,
like,
he's
it's just
not
for
doing
monitor.
that. Now when he's trying to get his dailies out the way.
yeah, dailies are tough. You got to get you those
Dailies
dailies.
are tough. Yeah, gotta get them. Gotta get those points.
I
All right.
understand.
What's the next one we got?
All right.
Wow,
It's a little
sorry,
longer.
Squiggles just said, "Siri, is my wife dead?"
Serious, my wife. Said yes, I am the only wife you have now. Squiggle.
Terrible. All right,
Uh,
sum it up. What
all
we
right.
got? I need to hear the
Here we go.
headline.
Am I the asshole?
Yes. Okay,
telling-
sorry.
Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend she should play support in video games until she improves?
Oh, wait.
Is
Okay,
that
hold on.
this?
Oh,
Hold on.
okay. No. The bottom part, ignore that.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
until she
Rachel.
approves.
Hold on, Rachel. Before you just go and throw sexist out there, how dare you?
Texas. I will
How,
explain why that.
go ahead, Steven. Go ahead.
No, that's the headline. I got.
Oh, if she should just play, she should play support, right?
She should play support. Yeah, that
Okay.
other part is because his girlfriend knew his handle, so he was trying to.
Oh,
be
he was trying
anonymous.
to. Okay.
Yeah, he was trying to hide it. No, that's ignore that part.
Okay.
Yes.
You know what? Because
Do I need to
Ra-
repeat the?
no. I
No?
think
Okay.
Rachel and I got it right now. I will let Rachel go ahead. And,
No, Erin, you go
she
first.
was no, you were so adamant about.
It's such a good
about
one
it
because you guys are
being-
total opposites on this, and I love it
Go
so
ahead.
much.
Go ahead, Rachel.
No,
Please.
age before beauty, my dude.
No, wow. So then you should be going. So please.
Wow, I
Go
Damn.
ahead.
God damn.
Go right
All right,
on
is
ahead.
Aaron the asshole for that comment? Or is
Yes.
Rachel the asshole?
100%.
All right, let's take a poll, guys. Let's take a poll.
Go right. I want to hear because I'm interested.
Oh my god,
You instantly said sexist, right?
Yes.
That's what you said.
hilarious.
I don't think it has
100%.
any. I don't think it has anything to do with her. No, Rachel. I don't think it has anything to do with her being a girl. I think it is a skill level thing. The whole thing is he's just asking her to kind of play support, practice up. If it was the same thing with Steven, if it was the same thing with Jerry, if it was the same thing with
First of all, I am not your
anybody.
girlfriend.
it doesn't matter who it is. See, I think that's where the line is getting blurred. Is like, oh, because this is my significant other, this is my girlfriend. I need to be more lenient with how I treat her in video games.
Okay, so let me rephrase the question the question real quick.
Okay.
Just to humor this conversation. Am I the asshole for telling my significant other they should play a support character in video games until they improve?
So it didn't even say anything about gender, right? It just literally
it
said he said
Well, it
significant
said
other.
she. It used
Oh, it said
she.
she?
as
Okay,
a pronoun,
okay.
yeah,
Okay,
and
okay.
girlfriend. So that's why I switched it to.
I'm moving it back to anybody. I don't
Okay.
care.
Yeah.
Man,
Alright.
woman, cat, dog.
So, so did
alien.
that change your opinion on the matter, Rachel? Or are you still?
What?
Not even saying like sexist thing, but he is kind of a little bit of asshole if he's gonna force her to.
Okay, hold on. I want to hear your reasoning. Right? Why, please?
Oh
Right,
my
okay.
gosh, this is getting intense, and it's making me have to adjust myself in my seat. That's gross. Sorry. Guys.
See Z Reaper in chat on my side.
No, he said no. He said no. He's
Oh.
not.
All right,
What do you mean?
okay,
How
never
did
mind. I
you did you
was
read that
just-
as
I
yes?
was
How
so-
did you read it?
So get good, bruh. Get good.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I think because all right, so let's say playing Overwatch, there's DPS, tank, support. They all play so differently. So like why does she have to, or why do they have to play support to improve in game? They all play differently. If you're really good at support, doesn't mean you're going to get better in DPS or tank. Play the class you want to play, let them enjoy the game. If they're having fun, what's the problem? There's nothing wrong with it. Let the person have fun.
I hear you, Rachel. But
No, you don't.
I hear you. I hear you. I 100% hear you.
Why force someone to play support? Just support is Okay, I hate it though because I do like support, but I also like DPS and tank.
Okay.
And let me
Okay.
finish.
All
Let me
right. All
finish.
right. Yes.
All right, all
Yes.
right. All right. So why is he making her play support until she improves as well? Is he saying support is an easy class? It's not always an easy class because you have to not only keep everybody alive, you have to like run around, you also have to defend yourself because a lot of people don't protect you. There's so many like different things that you need to pay attention in support. So not only is he like trying to force the person into a certain class that they don't want to do, but he's also saying support is easy and it's not, and that's really insulting.
Okay. So here's the thing.
Yeah,
Support, I
you're wrong.
feel
Just kidding.
support, I feel is a very important role to
It's
play.
vital.
It's vital to anything.
It can be
So
vital.
so giving somebody that responsibility, it's a easy. I think it's an easy class to pick up though, because you're not really responsible for the destruction of the other team. You're responsible for the preservation of your team. That's what that is. Like you are supporting your whole team. And this is from somebody that plays like a support type of class. Like that's what I do. In Smite, I'm always the tank. I watch out for everybody. I got to make sure that everybody gets back safe because I like doing that. I like support. I play support.
Mhm.
So I'm speaking from, the person that will play support. If I need he or she to be in a supportive role to help us win, then I need them to be there. Then, like, that's a big responsibility. It's nothing to be taken lightly. I think you're taking it as if I throw you, like, hey, go play support until you figure out something else. I think you're taking it as take a back
Go
seat for a
support
second.
me, woman.
Yeah, go take a back seat for a hot
Go make me
second.
good.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's not what I'm saying.
That's not what I was saying either.
I'm saying get good.
Bruh.
and this is how we'll work in tandem. We both can't be snipers. We both can't be soldiers. We both can't be, one needs
I
to
mean,
Don't
be.
be
you can.
reading into the notes. All
It
right.
depends
Don't
on
be
what
reading
you
into the notes.
I'm not reading into any of the notes. I'm just kind
Okay.
of going off the top of the dome piece. And I see
Yeah, I
you
haven't
chat.
read these
Hold on, I
notes.
see you chat too. I'll get to you guys in a second. I see them, talking about stuff in there.
This is a debate.
But I just feel like I'm gonna have that higher expectation of my partner, whether they be my girlfriend, whether it be my friend, whether it be my own brother. Because I've played video games with my brother where I brought him into us playing the zombie mode in Call of Duty, and I knew that he already with his friends would wreck shop. So when he came in, I was like, I don't have to worry about you right now because I know you got the skill to hang with us with what we're doing. And whenever we do things, you can keep up. But if he didn't, oh no, yeah, hey, bro, you're my brother. I love you, but you got to go to the gulag for a second to get better, and then come on
Gotta
back.
step it up.
Yeah,
Get the hell outta here.
It's called
So, like,
love, Rachel. It's called love.
is it okay if I interrupt real quick?
Oh no, yeah, go right on ahead. Go right on ahead.
Okay, okay. So I feel like if you're playing to win and competition game, yeah, play characters who are easier, whether it's tank, DPS, support, any of those. Just play like an easier character until you get more comfortable with the controls. But if you're casually playing with your partner, your friends, play whatever class you want as long as you're having fun. Like I don't see the harm in it. Even if you're losing, just have fun because that's how you learn.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that.
This is so funny because you guys don't know the stories yet.
That is
and they're dressing a lot of this
that's a weak mentality, Rachel. That is a weak mentality. That's a
mentality.
loser's mentality.
Oh my god.
Too serious.
All right.
Go.
You guys ready to move on
Yes.
to the
What's
rest
the
of it?
situation? What is the
No,
situation?
first of all, I want to say why I said it was sexist.
What?
It is not. Go
No,
ahead.
it is.
Oh,
It is.
go
If a
ahead.
man is telling a woman to play support, it's sexist. You want to know why? It's because every time I use a mic and I'm playing one of those type of games where there's different classes, they're like, "Oh, a girl, go play support, go be a healer, go be Mercy." Every time, because apparently girls are not good at video games, and apparently support classes are easy to play, and I do not like this.
Well,
Sex-
I'm not thinking of it that way. I'm thinking of it as she's in the room next to me and I see her skill level. not because I heard her voice and I heard a girl or whatever. I see her skill level because me and her are playing the game right now, and I'm
You go
like,
in the training room.
your skill level is a little like you kind of,
Get whacked.
yeah. We need to get that up. So how about we start here? You know, once you learn here, then we'll move on to here. You know,
Then
because
go into the training room and have them
we
practice
can.
the character
Yeah,
you
we
want to
and
play.
we can, but we can.
And
We
I
can do
hope your
that.
significant other in the future does not play any video games
We can.
or share any of the same hobbies as you.
Oh, we no.
You would just be like, "Nah, bro, you suck."
She,
The fuck outta here.
but here's the thing. Wouldn't you? I like I've told friends the same thing. When Dominique started playing Smite with us, and he was
Mhm.
sucking up a storm, I told him the same thing. I was like, "Look, bro, you might need to pick somebody else that's a little less complicated than this character here because you're not."
Right.
But and what did he do? He went by himself. He started practicing,
Trained.
practicing,
training.
and then he came back. And he came
Right.
back and was a little better. Wasn't even the greatest.
Oh,
He was enough better to help us secure the wins.
Yes.
Instead of the losses.
I have an example.
Okay.
So me and my boyfriend Galen, we met online, and the first time we ever talked was actually when we played Overwatch together. So Overwatch is kind of our game, and that's like something that we'd always do because we were long distance for a very long time. But he was not good at Overwatch. He barely played it, where I played it all the time.
Mhm.
And so he would always default to being a tank, and he had a really bad learning curve. He was not great at it at first. And so instead of saying, "Hey, you should play this like a support until you get better," instead I picked out characters that I knew would help his character and support him. So I would be Mercy and I would pocket heal him slightly until he got the hang of controls. And now we played all the time and he is phenomenal. And just play a character to help your partner like improve.
But see, that's the and that's probably where I'm coming from because I always play support. Remember, so like if
Yeah.
I'm out there like in that situation I just previously gave with Smite, when I was playing support, he was playing the person that does all the attacking. And if he's just getting wiped out left and right, and I'm trying to save him the whole time, and it's just not working, I was like, it can't happen like that. So we gotta figure out where your groove is gonna be. And I'm trying to find the character that matches you to help
Yeah.
you play the best. Then you
Yeah,
can
I'm
branch
totally
out, and that's fine. I mean, and that's how I would treat my girlfriend the same way. Like
Mhm.
I'm trying to help you be the best you that you can be in this game, and if
But
it isn't,
that question's different.
but that's how I would approach it, though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's really fine. Yeah, that's how I would approach it too. I'd be like, "Hey, what?"
Well,
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
no.
Steven?
Finish your thought. I'm sorry.
It
Go
was
ahead.
just kind of adding on to like Aaron, like, yeah, let's find out your strengths, what type of style you actually like, and let's find the character that fits you better and fits like the style you want to play better.
Because I'm Mr.
Right.
Co-op. Like I love co-op games, and if I want my team to win, that's the thing, So that's how it is. If it was like competitive me versus her type of thing, that's a situation that's different.
Oh yeah,
But that's just me versus her.
Good idea.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
So go ahead, Steven.
Well, let's
found
figure
a
out
common
the
ground.
details here, guys.
We found
Let's
a
figure
common
out the
ground.
details.
Yeah.
Detail.
So hold on, real quick. Rachel, you're saying that the boyfriend is the asshole.
Yes.
Aaron, you're saying
As far as
who's
I
the
know right
asshole?
now, he's not. As far as I can,
He's not the asshole.
I don't know the details, so it might change during the details.
So she's the asshole is where you're going with.
No, I wouldn't say she is. No, I wouldn't put it on her.
It's just he's not the asshole.
I'm just saying he's not one in the situation.
No. I
Aaron
just wanted to know.
You're terrible, Rachel.
All right.
Terrible.
So he's not the asshole.
I'm just saying.
And Rachel, he is the asshole. All right.
100% yes.
I gotta warm up again because you guys debated for like 5 minutes.
I'm just saying.
And I mean 5 minutes, I mean hours. All right, so I'm 23, male, and my girlfriend is the
Oh
same.
wait, I
age.
didn't know he was 23.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
That's where we're at.
All right, go
okay.
ahead.
If you guys need me to pause,
No,
just
go ahead. Go ahead.
tell me to pause. Okay.
Yeah,
We've
go.
been living together for a year, so this is a new relationship.
It's not really that new if they've been living together for a
see.
year.
It's not a 5-year relationship. You know what I mean? It's not like the last couple that had a kid. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
together
Okay.
For a while. All right. Let's see. Blah blah blah. Where are we? We've been living together for a year. Our spare room is a game room. Obviously, that's what you do with a spare room. And we don't need to know those details. Okay. My girlfriend plays mostly casual games.
So,
Stardew Valley, Minecraft, Sims, right? To chill,
okay.
that's her thing.
Okay.
But she also really likes RPGs, puzzle games. But she didn't really get into gaming until college.
Okay.
The boyfriend, he plays FPS games, team-based games, and now because of COVID, he plays a lot of COD, Rainbow Six, and Overwatch.
Interesting. Yes.
Overwatch, Apex, and Valorant.
Okay.
His girlfriend likes watching him play. Obviously, that's kind of a thing. And he plays with his friends, and she watches him play, and sometimes she joins. But she didn't when he started playing Overwatch. She didn't have a copy of it, so he said that if she gets a copy, she can join them, and that's where the problem started.
So he
Cool.
already had
So
an
it was
established
Overwatch. I
team.
know exactly the
He already
situation.
had an established.
He had his
thing,
group.
'cause
Okay. All right.
he had his boys with him, right? All right.
Boys.
She's
Gross.
really rough at FPS. At FPS, which is
Wait, it
a
says
funny sentence.
she's ... really rough at it.
Really rough.
Solid judgment
Yeah.
right there.
I mean,
Obviously,
that's just probably from what he's going off
it's
of.
an observation.
I mean,
She's
not everybody's the
nobody's-
best at FPS. I'm not the best at
nobody's
FPS.
perfect right in the beginning. You know what I mean?
I could be
gotta train.
rough at FPS. Yeah, I mean, he's just, Go ahead, Stephen. Go ahead.
Okay. Obviously, because she's new, she needs practice, but it can be frustrating. I tried giving her pointers, but she told me to let her learn on her own. Independent woman. Eventually, after suffering through about 5 rounds of her on Widowmaker, a sniper, if you guys don't know.
Yes, a sniper. Okay.
I told her that she should play a support class or play support classes in Overwatch until she gets used to the game. He recommended Mercy, Mora, Lucio because they require less aim.
Can I
That's
interrupt
his-
real quick?
Yes.
Okay, in Overwatch, there's other characters, DPS and tanks, that require less aim and have unlimited ammo. Diva. There is Symmetra. There is Zarya. They have a beam.
Okay, I
You
can
play one of those.
I will give you 100%. Yes, he probably shouldn't have put her into a box of just play support,
Just
type of
support,
situation. But I
I feel like-
understand
Like
where
tanks or
he's
support.
but I understand where he's coming from when she wanted to jump in and jump in, play with me. I would love for you to do that. But don't go to the most difficult person that you can think of and be like, I want to be that. The sniper? You want to be the sniper on our group?
That is pretty hard, especially when you're a casual player and you play more like creation or puzzle games and you don't play FPS. Being a sniper, that's
She wanted.
Cash.
So, and here's the other thing, because I think you may have given pretty much the basic. I don't know if there's any other major details, but other things that I got from it is one, she wanted to play with them. 100% good. Yeah, I would love for my girlfriend to play with me in video games and be on the same team and stuff, and we rule the world, difficult, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But one, she jumped into the deep end with trying to be a sniper. Two, she didn't want to take pointers or help from her boyfriend. She was like, I can learn it on my own. What are we doing here?
Question. I'm raising my hand.
Yeah, I see. Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Okay, so I'm just like kind of skipped ahead and I'm kind of like reading the bottom part. It actually got to the point where he was criticizing her and bugging her, like giving her tips to the point where she felt like she was being hassled and criticized. And then she felt like he was making her play support. And I understand that feeling because like there's a few games, like I like FPS, I'm not always the best at it. It takes a while for me to learn things. But I've had people constantly criticize me and try to give me pointers. But unless the person asks for it and asks for that help, I don't think you should constantly hound them for it. Just let them learn and have fun. And I don't feel like he was doing that. And he's like, oh, but she seemed kind of upset. Was I being the jackass? I was like, well, yeah.
Yeah, if you say it so many times, if you get to a different point, like you can't keep trying the same thing expecting a different result. The whole insanity thing. You should
ask them if they want help, and if they say no, let me learn. I'm like, all right, let's just play casually, just me and you, and have fun.
Okay, let
Yeah.
me interject something real quick where I made
Yeah.
a mistake.
Go
Okay.
for it.
Just so I go. Okay, so I said that he wouldn't let her play until she bought the game. I was wrong. She already had a copy of the game. So she previously had the copy of the game, and then he let her join that her and the boys. I will refer to.
Yeah, but it said that
So
she
she had
barely
already
touched
owned it.
it. Yeah, but she barely touched it before, so, like, she didn't have a
And
lot
she
of
wasn't playing.
experience. It was, like this was still, like, her first time really playing.
And that's cool. Like she,
Yeah.
she wanted to get involved with the boys and like, hey,
And be
it's-
included,
that's fine.
inclusive.
After the first, hey, can I give you some pointers on how to do this? And she's like, no, I don't want, I want to learn this. I'm like, okay, we'll roll for a couple of games. As soon as we take like 5 L's in a row, then it's just like, are you sure?
All right.
Sure you didn't want me to
Step
give
it up.
you like a little. And then after we take the next couple of L's, then it'll just be like, hey, you sure you don't want to try another character? Maybe this isn't your fit, type of situation. And if she's like just stubborn about it, like, no, I want to master this one. After a couple of more L's, then I'm gonna have to be like, you're gonna have to master that on your own. You're gonna have to, because we have taken 10
Damn.
L's in a row
It's
here.
ice cold.
Like
Yeah.
the game is beginning not to be fun when we're losing like this. Like we play all the time, Smite, right, Steven? And
Yes,
if we
do.
if we lose so many times in a row, we stop playing because like it's just not fun anymore. Like we're not even
having a bad night.
we're not even like competitive in that type of way. Like we want to win, but not like so much that we're like practicing every night type of situation. But like when you're constantly losing in a game, that's not fun anymore. So, and if she doesn't realize that type of situation, and if she's still having fun just like that, then I'm like, okay, these will be casual game nights. Like I'll take all my, I want to win a
Don't take it
match.
serious.
Yeah, I'll just whatever. And then
It's laid back.
she'd probably be seeing me play like a whole bunch of different characters I never played before because I'm like, I don't care about these matches. She's, until that day where she is like headshot. Then I'm like, you know what? Let's go over to the group again. Let's
Let me reintroduce you to the boys.
exactly. Like
Yeah,
I wouldn't try to put her in a box though. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with what you're saying, Aaron. I would feel the same way. I just think in this instance, he kind of hassled her and bugged her to the point where she didn't even want to play the game anymore. That's what it says at the end of the story, where she's like,
Wow,
no, I don't want to play
spoilers.
anymore. If I do play it, I'm just going to play by myself. And I feel like in this case, like he was kind of the asshole because he didn't know when to stop. He didn't read the body language. They obviously weren't communicating properly.
Yes.
And he saw the game very differently than she did, where he was like, no, this is this is campaign mode. We're like, it's serious business. And she's like, oh, herp derp, let's have some fun. And
Yeah,
hang
no,
out.
I agree with you. He is definitely.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with you. Let me get what chat real quick because Squiggle says the correct answer to the question is 1. He should have dedicated time to spend with his girl specifically for her to learn to play characters she wants to play. 2, if there is time he wants to play ranked with the boys, he should establish the boundaries. 2, 3. He needs to remember that it's just a game, and he's affecting a real feeling of a person he loves. And 4, that is a weak mentality, Squiggles. He should. That is loser talk right there.
What did he say?
Play to win is what that
Oh my
is. No,
Right,
yes, he's right.
That one ninja.
He's no, he's right. He's right. That's how you approach the thing, and maybe she gets better, maybe she doesn't. But
if you don't play to win, you lost twice.
I mean,
That's what.
But
What did Ninja say? Something stupid like that, right?
Yeah, he's like
yeah,
this.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But all right, so yeah, he is
Let me finish out the story though for the rest of the.
Yeah, let the people know.
She said characters like that, the support characters, weren't as fun as snipers and flankers, and she wanted to go back to playing DPS with the boyfriend. He told her that she should practice more first at getting better at moving around in game because she had a tendency to lose her focus, or no, to get lost and get confused in the team fights, and she dies a lot. At that point, she got tired of Overwatch. They tried Apex, and that one didn't work out. Said today I asked if she maybe wanted to play again, and she said she'd play alone because she didn't want me criticizing her aim or making her play support. I didn't make her. I just suggested that maybe she start out with the easier classes. And I didn't make fun of her because she seemed upset I was being a jackass. Am I the asshole?
Yes, yes, you are.
Yep.
Yeah, we've established.
Yeah,
that.
it's established. The fucking big asshole.
Yeah.
J Lap in chat said I had an ex get me into Destiny. She even helped me create my character. Then she said not to bother her about the game until I had beaten the campaign and maxed out my level. Jeez.
Damn.
Dang.
Damn.
Get wrecked, son.
I did say it was an ex.
I don't know how Destiny works because I don't think there's like there's not PvP in like the campaign mode, right? Like that's a separate thing. There's a separate PvP mode.
I don't know about 2, and I don't remember. No, because it was like, oh god, what was it? I want to say like instances or what is that? Phases?
I was
you
just
go to.
So I'm like, if my girlfriend came at me like that, I'd be like, all right, here's the game. You know, we could play together, but you got to beat the story and max out. And I don't want to even hear from you then. I would find her in the game and snipe the mess out of her until I
Yep.
leveled up max. I'd be like, you know
I
what?
just keep going
This
after.
is
Yeah.
She's like, this guy just keeps killing me over and over. I'm like,
Just keep.
that's crazy. I'll keep playing though. You know, I'll keep leveling just to make sure that I get to your level. That's what I'll do.
Who's Pwn Lord 334?
Exactly. Get a
Who's
voice
this
changer.
person?
Get a voice
Yeah.
changer in there and just start talking crazy to her. Like, I'm
I'm
coming
back,
for you
bitch.
today. I'm coming for
Wow, that's terrible.
Just to make an alt troll account.
Yep. You gonna tell me to level up.
All
All right. We got another one.
we got a shorter one, yeah. On this.
All right.
last
What's this one?
yeah.
All right. Hit it up.
All right. Number 3. Am I the asshole for creating creating alt accounts to support my brother's YouTube channel?
um.
What?
So like he's just making a bunch of alternative accounts just so he can subscribe to his brother's channel. I would say no. You're trying. If he doesn't know about like being banned for stuff like that, you know what I mean? Then I would say no. He's not. If
I don't
he's
know.
Is he an asshole?
because think about it. If he's just genuinely trying to support his brother and he doesn't know anything about the rules and he's like, you know what, this is a good idea. I'm gonna make a whole bunch of accounts and
So
and
you're
help him
saying
out.
good intentions doesn't mean he's an asshole?
well, good intentions are, pave the road
It's
to
all about
hell.
it's all point of view. So I mean, like he thinks he might be helping, but really, is he just giving him false hope? You know what I mean?
No, not really.
No.
I mean,
Hey,
go ahead,
Rachel
Rachel.
seems to be
Because
like
Rachel,
on the cusp,
go
I
ahead,
don't know.
Rachel, because you got a little confusion going on in the head or something.
I
So
feel
go
like
ahead.
Rachel's done this before.
I know.
Have you done
I'm
this
not
before?
talking.
Wow, just gotta call people on blast.
I'm calling out one of my followers.
Damn.
Hey
Damn.
guy, how you doing?
So
Um,
okay,
So I feel like if you create a whole bunch of alt accounts and somebody's like starting on YouTube, it has like the best intentions, but obviously it's against the rules. But it just gives them like false hope. Like, what if that person found out? They would be like, I would be so heartbroken. I was like, oh, so
You'd be
everything I built
devastated?
up and put work into was just kind of a lie. I would be devastated if
All
I
right.
found out.
So just to run this real quick and not get into full debate.
Okay.
Aaron, what do you think?
I
Is
say
it
I
asshole?
say no because I put it on the equivalent as if his brother went around to people that he knew and took their phones and auto subscribed to his brother's
Auto-subscribe.
channel. Yeah, like
Okay,
that's
so-
he's
so-
trying to
so you're a
support his
no.
brother. Yeah, no.
Rachel, where you
Uh,
stand?
I'm kind of on the fence because I feel like he had the best intention, but I feel like if his brother found out, it'd be really devastating, heartbreaking, and he probably, for me, I would probably step back from YouTube and probably question if this was even the right
If you're
decision for
good.
me.
You'd step
Yeah.
back from YouTube when you found out your
Yeah.
brother gave a whole bunch of
If I found
fake.
out all my followers were alt accounts, yeah. If my brother wants to support me, you know what he can do? He can promote it. He can post it in boards. Like he could do it other ways. Like just subscribe himself. Just don't You don't need alternate accounts.
What if you found out that like just 10% of your followers were alt accounts?
I mean, if they were, that's just 10%. Depends
And
on how many you have,
you
I
got
guess.
100. So 10 of them
Yeah, 100.
are 10 of them
I
are
mean, then
alt accounts.
that's fine. But if he's just starting out and he's trying to help his brother like build a platform, and their majority, if not all of them, were just alt accounts, then I'd be like, wow.
I wouldn't care. Give me money.
I say
Just-
read it out, but I have a feeling that this guy is just he's ignorant to the rules of YouTube and he doesn't know any better. And he just
Yeah,
thinks of this as a good idea. I haven't read
Yeah.
it, so
Okay, so let's jump into it then. Let's
Okay.
do this.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
don't know the story.
So my brother recently started up a YouTube channel for his storytime animation videos, and he's growing at an okay rate with 4 subscribers. Ooh, 4 subscribers! Uh, with his first video yesterday. But those subscribers are family, uh, who he asked to subscribe. So those are just
okay,
you know
yeah.
the normal mom, dad, whatever, brother, sister type thing. All right. I thought back to when I started up a YouTube channel. So this is the user started up his own YouTube. I got really excited when I started getting subscribers who I didn't know and were subscribing because they liked my content and not because I actually knew them. Understandable.
Mhm.
So I made some new accounts and subscribed to him on those. At first, he got really excited that he got 5 more subscribers in a single day. But then he started getting a bit suspicious. He realized that it was me, got angry at me because he said he wanted real subscribers. And now I feel super shitty for doing that. But I guess you can be the judge.
he only did 5? That's light
He's
work. That's
he
Yeah.
subscribed 5 subscribers.
I
These are fake. The first
yeah.
4 were family members.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say he's not an asshole because he really did want to like help his brother.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I would be mad if I was if my brother was doing that, I'd be like, yeah, I wouldn't be happy about it. Like, wait, he should have. Sorry, this is like hard because I feel like he had the best intention. He's trying to be sweet, and I'm just
He
like,
was-
oh, I understand
thank
that,
you.
but no, don't do this.
So
This is
then
not
you could
good.
you didn't have to like really be mad. You'd be like, look, bro, I understand that you were trying to be helpful and
Yeah.
supportive, but that's not the best way to go about it, you know? And then be like, hey,
Exactly.
here's how you can help me. And then just blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
blah. Yeah. And then just do that.
If somebody wants you to make like 5 alternate accounts or whatever, they'll ask like, "Hey, I just want to boost my numbers. Can you do me a favor and do this?" But I wouldn't have done it.
So yeah, I think he just, he got a little, he got a little overzealous and wanted to help any way he could. So I don't think he is one. Yeah.
No, he was an asshole.
Squiggles in chat says, also, though, the first 100 subs are required to secure a unique URL, so he may actually be doing his brother a favor, honestly. The real heart of this question is, should you tell a white lie in order to make someone feel good, even if the lie doesn't help them? Ooh. Deep
I think it
thoughts.
depends on what the white lie is. For me, I prefer honesty over everything. So even if like I don't know, even if it would hurt my feelings, I would rather know.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just depends on the person.
I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I would
I'm
probably
pretty much
want-
the same way. Yeah, don't sugarcoat it. Just give me the real, and we can deal from there. That's how
I'd rather
it is.
see criticism for my channel, like hey brother, why don't you try this or
Yeah.
something?
That's how you grow.
Constructive
Yeah,
criticism.
constructive
A lot of
criticism.
people don't
yes.
say constructive;
Yes.
they just like criticism. I can criticize you all day.
Insult.
Yeah, exactly.
No, constructive criticism. Yes.
Yes.
Sorry.
I'm always for constructive criticism because I always want to improve my content, and well, when I actually do make content, I want to grow. So that's the only way you can if you actually get genuine feedback from people. But if you make fake accounts, you can't get genuine feedback from them.
All right, and now it's confession time, guys. I'm actually Squiggles, West Nile, and
Terrible.
everybody in the
Terrible.
chat. I'm Z Reaper. I'm everybody here. JLap. It's I'm all of us.
You know what, Steven?
It's all
I'm
me.
I'm impressed with your was it multi skills.
Yeah, I use my
Yeah.
toes.
Yeah.
I use my toes and a couple of
Multitasking.
off-screen.
There you go.
Remind me never to
computers
use your
on these
keyboard when
sites.
I'm at your house. That's
Wow,
just
wow.
Get
Well, the
to
one in
be
front of
able
me
to
is
see the keys.
fine. There might be a little bit of
It's a little
like mustard
crusty.
on a couple of those keys, but it's whatever.
Well, that
Nice.
was
Whatever.
good. That was good. I like
That actually took a lot longer than I was expecting. I loved your guys' back and forth. That
Oh,
was
wait.
great.
We never got to hear what you thought of like each of the situations.
Oh no. Okay, so going back to number one.
Yeah.
No, the husband definitely should check on his wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, cool,
So he's
cool.
kind of a dick for just even questioning that.
Uh-huh.
The second one, the boyfriend's definitely an asshole.
Yeah.
Because he went about it the wrong way. Like, if you want her to get better, just
Mhm.
play the games with her. Don't force her to do anything she doesn't want to do.
Yeah.
And then I don't think they should subscribe like a fake subscription. Like if he just did it on his own, was like, okay, I'm your 5th subscriber on my own account, and then gave constructive criticism. That's another thing. Tell the brother what he liked about the show, what you didn't like, and hey, here's some ideas. That's what you do instead of giving him the fake subscriptions. I mean, if you want to give him money, just say here's some money from my wallet.
Mhm.
Don't do this fake subscription BS. So that's my point of view.
All right, and there you have it, everybody.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's wrap this up. So thank you for listening. We will, and sorry for being late. We will try to do better, but no promises. So and you can catch us on all, of course, the major podcasting hosting sites. You got your iTunes, your Google, your Spotify, Stitcher. I think we're on everything pretty much.
We should be.
Yeah, just Google search before you log off. I mean, I haven't changed anything, so yeah, we're on everything.
And if we're not on it, let us know, and we'll find a way how to get on there. So.
And then how did you hear us?
Before we log off,
there
do
you
we have
go.
Any plans I did the thing.
Yeah, you did.
Do we have any plans for any upcoming streams this week
So
or weekend?
Up this weekend, I don't know. We might be streaming some video games this weekend. We'll see. I know next week we definitely will be getting back into regular streams, which are Monday, Tuesdays, and then Friday is the show. Because we kind of leave Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday is the show. Because Tuesdays and Thursdays, I like to leave open for planning and plotting stuff that we do for the multitude.
Let's get some notes.
So we've got Uncanny, which is a tabletop RPG set in the Marvel Universe. I'm still editing the last episode for the prequel, and we have like some surprises for that coming up, which is interesting. And then eventually
very exciting.
We'll eventually be
excited.
doing it live too as well. We got more stuff we have to do for that. We still have planning for Hello Insomnia to do stuff with that as well.
Yeah.
What is a Hello Insomnia again?
Hello
Can you remind me?
Insomnia is a podcast about the unknowns and the known unknowns in the universe. So just unsolved mysteries, pretty much.
Unsolved Mysteries.
Unsolved Mysteries is back already on Netflix. So we need to bring back Hello Insomnia to
Yes, we do.
to counteract
Like,
that one.
You guys only did one episode, right?
We did
Did
one
2 episodes.
Halloween episode.
Yeah, we did a Halloween episode where we talked about famous unsolved cases that happened on Halloween.
Yes, we did.
Which was crazy.
I really like that one.
And
we definitely tested the waters with that, and I think a lot of people did like it.
Yeah.
And then laziness happened, and then COVID happened, and then more laziness.
I mean, you guys can all check those out. Squiggles, thank you for helping with the overlay and making the overlay. And,
yes, thank you.
In chat right now, he's like just linking all these different podcasts for everybody that's watching live. You can check out, like I said, all those different podcasts, Hello Insomnia, Uncanny, and this podcast here before you log off, all on the different platforms and stuff like that. I was going to say about Hello Insomnia. Yeah, we did 2 episodes. So we did the one for Halloween where it was a whole bunch of strange, weird things like disappearances, murders, and stuff that happened on Halloween. Rachel, your birthday's Halloween, right?
Yes.
Coincidence.
I'm a Halloween spooky baby.
Coincidence. All those things happened on your birthday. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Where were you?
Coincidence.
Where were you?
Don't worry about it.
Exactly.
Talked about Jane Doe's.
And then the second episode, we actually did our first actual case, which was Deborah Wolf. And
shoot! I
yeah,
forgot about that.
the
We
disappearance.
did do 2 episodes.
Yeah, not the disappearance. I'm sorry, no, the death of Deborah
The
Wolf.
death of.
I say murder because.
I know. I definitely say murder too.
But you guys had to listen to that episode. You'll get all the stuff from that
I
one.
forgot we did 2 episodes.
Yeah,
I have an idea for Hello Insomnia.
shoot.
I would love to hear it.
What happened to Carol Baskin's husband?
Oh,
Did she
Uh,
murder him?
They just found a body on the property. You know that, right?
yeah. She fed
Good.
Yeah, we just read that
Tiger
today.
King's
Yeah,
property.
on
I thought.
Tiger, but she owns it though, right?
Yeah, I think this is what happened. She sent the husband to go sabotage Tiger King, right? Forgot his name. And then he fell, slipped into the alligator pit, eaten by alligators.
Well,
But he didn't fall. She
that is a
pushed him.
theory,
There
definitely.
it is. There it is. Those are the theories.
So yeah, like I said, you can check us out all there. Of course, we got the Twitch channel if you're listening to the podcast right now, which is twitch.tv/before you log off, where we do a variety of video games. So it's kind of not just one overall one. I know there's some people that specialize in one certain game, but we do a lot of stuff.
A lot.
So anything else, guys, before we log off?
Cool.
Cool.
Come back next week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hopefully,
Check in
hopefully
on
we
some of
enjoyed
our
this episode.
streams.
Yeah.
Wear a damn mask so we can
Yes.
beat this virus.
Yeah.
Please.
Please. I miss seeing my friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to do
Yes.
this in the same room.
That would be
You know what I mean?
that would be ideal.
Being in the same room with you? I don't know, man.
Wow.
Well, not this room because this is
Well, we know who's
where
doing.
magic tricks happen.
We know
Oh,
who's
wow.
doing who's the a-hole next week. This
I know,
is-
Rachel.
Yeah.
It's me.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so
Right.
for Ray, the internationally known Steven Gutierrez, I am Sir Aaron Carter,
Hey.
saying that is enough internet for today. And
Yeah.
stop your recordings, guys, for the.
Oh yeah, I forgot I was doing that.
I forgot I was
Oh
doing
yeah,
that too.
it's
actually.
after show now.
Stop. There it is.
All right, stopped it. Sorry, chat, about it looked like in the middle of the podcast for sometimes the internet kept dropping. Like I kept
Uh-oh.
saying it go to
Oh.
red for sometimes. Like it's been a solid green for the last, I don't know, freaking hour or so. We did a full
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're at an hour and 45 minutes right now. So again, Squiggles, thank you for this overlay. This is all brought to you
Yes,
by
Squiggles.
Yeah,
Squiggles.
it looks really good.
I can show everybody again here. The only thing that I added was of course the news stories there. Rachel did the uncanny thing that you guys see live on there. And then everything else is Squiggles in chat right now. He really hooked it up. Something vicious.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, I also just wanted to say, Momodiri, she made our uncanny logo where it says uncanny. She did a
Yeah.
great job on it. It
Yes,
looks-
she did an amazing
good.
job with that.
yeah.
So we have I guess we can say we can at least tease the artwork that we have.
Pretty good.
I didn't want to show it now because like the banner did have the artwork on it at first, but I was like, no, let's save that nugget of
So,
joy.
wait, so you're gonna show it now? What is wrong with
No,
you?
I'm not showing it now. No, I'm just talking about it. We're not gonna let them see it. I see a few things I might tweak and send you a version 2.2 or version 2.0 point.
Yeah.
Just stops.
It's a period, Aaron.
Aaron, what gives? What are you talking about? What are
He-
special cases? He's still at work. I think he's at his lunch break right now. Unless he just, I know I told him that Adam was gonna be on this episode. but
Oh yeah.
Adam had
Yeah,
to go
Aaron-
into work.
Yeah.
Adam,
Aaron,
had,
why
Yeah.
you lie?
I didn't lie. I can send you. You know, what I mean, you're in the underground, Squiggles. You can ask him yourself. He can
Yes.
Harass
respond.
him.
Yeah, he'll tell you.
He had people calling sick at his work.
Yeah.
Is what he told me.
There's,
And,
I mean, so to
yeah.
kind of go back to the significant other playing games with you.
That guy's an asshole.
Yeah, okay.
Done.
He
Done and done.
is. But like at some point, like
Uh.
I'll know because I've felt this before. How dare you, JLap?
Aaron is the asshole edition.
I how dare you? I've felt this some before, and I know it definitely is not a good thing with the ladies, guys. because I remember when I was in high school, and again, one of my favorite games is Tetris. And my crush, she came over and she was like, "Hey, can I play? Can I play with you Tetris?" And I was like, "Pff, duh! Like
Yeah.
you're the biggest crush I have in high school right now. Like, sit down and never leave." You know.
Yeah.
And this was back on the colored
Little
Max,
weird.
Steven. The colored
What?
Max.
Oh, the colored Max. Yeah,
in
yeah.
in
Criminal Justice.
Criminal Justice. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I
Steven
got
knows
you.
what I'm talking about. So she sat down and she started playing Tetris horribly,
Terrible.
to where it was hurting me personally. And I was
I-
like, I just said, please, just stop playing, please.
It's so
And
mean.
and no, I was definitely the a-hole in that situation, hands down.
Horrible.
This was high school Aaron. Like, if I had a time machine, I would definitely be slapping myself. I'm like, dude, you like this girl a lot. You need to
I mean-
suck it up or something.
If it makes you feel better,
Shut your mouth.
I have a similar asshole story.
Go ahead.
With
Go right
your
on
Apple
ahead.
Story, yeah.
Okay. So I was
This segment's called
Confessions.
They Are Assholes. And this-
so this was back in my single days when I was on the Tinder, and I was on a date with this guy, and he said he was a gamer, and I was like, okay. He said he played WoW, and I'm like, all right, that's not really what I play, but sure, that's cool. And so like we're hanging out, we're watching Netflix on my PlayStation, and I don't know, maybe it's because he just smoked, he wasn't fully sober, but he was like, what is this? And he was like all confused about a console controller, and that's when I was like, oh, this isn't
Oh,
gonna
no.
work out. And
No,
I
that's you're not for that. You're not for that. I would have hands down.
I've never been like so turned off by someone immediately. I was like, that was the fastest like snap.
And
I was
I've had the
like,
same thing with
like your lady boner went down.
oh
I've had-
god, yeah, it was. Oof.
I've had
Yeah.
I've had the same thing with a young lady. I remember she told me she didn't play video games, and I seriously was baffled. I was like, I don't even know what you do then for
What do you-
for
Who are you?
like, what do you do for fun then? Like, not even for, like, what do you do? So again, we don't speak to her anymore. I don't speak to her.
She was shot 3 weeks later.
Like, I understand people have other hobbies and they do other things, but if you never played a game, you like never played a game,
That's crazy.
like that's
That's
not
crazy.
even on your phone. Like,
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I feel like it's just like they're from a different world. Like if they're like, oh yeah, I don't really watch movies, I don't play games. I'm like, what? Never? Ever?
special
Yeah,
cases says she probably has a 6-figure salary job. She didn't. I'll tell you that right now. She didn't. So in fairness to Rachel, portraying yourself as a gamer, quote unquote, and then obviously not being, is more trolling of who you will be in a relationship later on. Yeah, I mean, telling. Sorry, it's more telling of who you be in a relationship with. Yeah, no,
It's true, yeah.
it's called faking the funk. That's what we call it. It's like, oh, I like her. She's cute. She's into games. I'm gonna pretend like I'm into this to I guess get with her, and then
Yeah.
when you come through and she's like, oh, so what do you play? DPS support? And you're like, what are all those?
But I got a game cast.
He was like, what is this? I was like, it's a PlayStation controller. To be fair, I was like, I usually date gamers, and I was like, well, they aren't working out, so let me try to date somebody who doesn't really fit that archetype. And he was one of those big buff bodybuilders. I was like, I guess it's okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I should have known.
Do you lift,
Should've
bro?
known.
That's what he is.
Yeah. oof.
Do you lift? That was his question.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
it's
I got free pizza and sushi from him, so
dang.
She used him and then threw him out.
it's fine.
That's what it was.
That's what we need to talk about next, guys, is don't be used. All right. That's what these women are out there doing now. They're using us
I made out with him. It's
for
okay.
free. No,
It's fine.
no,
No,
that's
it's not.
That's not good. No.
Rachel,
You-
time out. That's terrible.
Using
Because
us
that's basically just you making out with a dude for pizza.
for pizza and sushi.
Nah, that sounds terrible. No, I thought I could genuinely like the guy, but then he said, ew, what is this? Like, you control a TV with that? That's weird. I was like, it's a game controller.
Yeah, but the rest of the
Sure.
world heard, I'll kiss you for some pizza.
Yeah.
That's not
what?
what happened at all.
Oh,
The
man.
camera moves over and you just see a pile of pizza boxes. Galen walks in with the pizza. Like, oh,
Oh,
oh, oh.
sorry.
Hey,
Yeah.
I like my food, okay? I'm sorry.
Sheesh.
I was
Jeez.
poor.
Good Lord.
Lord.
Don't go out and kiss people for pizza.
Don't
all
make
right,
out with
guys?
people for
Don't-
pizza.
yes.
All right?
I make
At
out with
least
people
get
if I go on a
some
date with them.
money
We went on
and
3
be
dates.
safe.
We went on 3 dates. It's fine.
Yeah, you didn't
3
say all
pizza
this other
boxes,
stuff.
right?
You just made it seem like,
No, yeah.
hey, I need pizza right now. What are you doing?
Good lord.
Sheesh.
No, there's a lot more to the story, but it's fine.
Yeah, well, I think you left out some important parts to the
Yes.
story.
Yes, you did.
It's cool. It's
Oh,
cool.
Jeez.
You don't need to know
man.
the full story.
That's
I told
terrible.
you enough.
Oh man, we gotta get a because I'm looking at the overlay and stuff like that, and I have no idea. I know Rachel, you said you wanted to help with the overlay for Uncanny.
I'll think about it.
I only have. You'll think about it. There's text messages I have that say otherwise. That you were all
There are
excited
court
about
documents
it. Exactly.
say you have to do this.
Court documents. I didn't say no nothing.
And
Oh,
I
yeah,
also,
that's
I
true.
can't wait. I also chat. I bought a new computer that I posted in Discord a while back. So hopefully things will run faster and
Oh, yeah.
smoother.
I didn't
on
even
this
see the
bad boy.
specs that you got.
Yeah, I mean,
But I imagine if the chat approved.
yeah,
then
I mean,
you'll be
for the
good.
majority, they were all just saying, "Yeah, it looks good. It looks good." And then I put it in the private chat with you guys, and you guys were all like, "It looks good." Then I sent it to my my super nerd friend, Christy.
Special case says it's a colored Mac.
And terrible. I sent it to my super nerd friend Katie, and she was like, "Yeah, that looks good." And so, wow,
Yeah,
Excuse
she
me.
should be the one to.
yeah, she's super.
She knows computers.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of go to
Katie
her
or
for a lot of
Christy?
stuff. I mean, they're
Both.
interchangeable. They're
Both.
interchangeable.
One
yeah.
and the same person.
They're one and the same.
So yeah, that's so when that comes in, I'll have to redo all the stuff over again.
All this stuff over
All
again.
the
huh?
overlays. I was trying to look up tutorials.
Why did you redo it? You could just save them onto a USB drive, right?
See, I don't know because I can export scene collections and scenes and stuff like that, but I don't know if it will transfer over. I have to test it somehow. I have no
I have
idea.
no idea about any of this stuff. You guys are the wizards.
I had an ex that professed to be a nerd because she once swept a hard drive on
Swapped.
a PC. Oh, swapped. Remember, I'm reading small text, everybody.
Yeah.
Swapped a
Nice
hard
excuse.
drive
Nice
on the
save.
PC. Oh, no, they know. They know. I posted the picture in the chat room. They know the tiny screen that I have to deal with.
Aaron,
So-
I'm just gonna buy you a monitor, okay?
No, you don't. I don't need your pity monitors.
No, I'm gonna buy you one. You need a
No.
monitor one.
Wait till I move then. When I move and get
Why?
a new, because I don't want to set this place is. I'm
You
living
gotta
in
get
oblivion.
the guy in the
everybody.
chair set up.
I'm living in
Where you can-
oblivion right now. So I can't.
You broke into oblivion.
Yep.
I still don't
Laura doesn't
understand
even know.
why you haven't set up your gamer chair that you got for free and that's at your house.
There
It's
are
not gonna be
legal
as
issues.
sweet as this brown bomber right here.
That's terrible. There are legal issues why I can't do it just yet.
Legal issues.
Yeah,
There's
you have to wait till the tax period time
Oh
goes over.
shit! Speaking of that, I need to.
Did
file
your
for taxes
taxes?
soon.
Terrible.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
me too.
yeah, do that. I've been putting it off since they extended the thing.
Well, special
Sure.
cases, I tried to use a tablet one time for chat, but the tablet kept turning off, and I kept having to turn it back on. So, plug it into the monitor, and I showed you guys the Chairgate 2020. I won it fair and square, ladies and gentlemen.
It was rigged. It was super
Yeah,
rigged.
it's
I-
But
pretty
it's
rigged.
okay.
Won it fair
rigged.
and square.
How much did you pay Emma? Did you buy her a pizza, Aaron? that what happened?
Terrible.
Wow.
Terrible.
Steven, you're terrible. Get out of here.
Am I? I'm
You
just having
are.
fun.
Wow. Wow.
You guys love it.
We
Wait,
will.
is Wes and Mari still in here?
I don't know. Let's see.
Because I have my little baby kitten right there if anybody wants to meet her. And I know they would love to see her.
Well, we don't allow kittens on the stream, so
Well, too bad. She's
Yeah.
already there.
we will get banned for that. It's in the writing. We can't.
No, you wouldn't.
See, Reaper
Um,
said, smite soon or nah. Wow.
Hell yeah, bro! I gotta get to level 60. So as soon as we're done with all this, smiting it up.
Wait, can we do some of the Ask Reddit questions?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't know if you guys want to save them. I mean, I'll throw some out.
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
Dude, they're amazing, and I want to hear what you what some of your answers were because we were talking about it.
We were
before the
talking
stream.
about it.
I didn't hear
Yeah.
any of them. Well, I
Compare
heard
the
like
kitten
some
cat.
of them.
Get up. All right, you're gonna see the cat. Somebody said cat. So
Oh God!
please.
All right, well then I gotta go. All right, guys.
No, I know.
I'm allergic to digital cats. All right,
Prepare the kitten cannon.
the kitten cannon. Yes, I guess would be good for the after show.
Yeah.
You guys.
Well, look at her. She's so cute.
I'm loading up the whatchamacallit. Look, see, she,
Yeah,
hasn't
she
even-
attacks you.
She's so
That
cute.
demon. That demon.
oh
my God. Oh my God.
Yes.
He-
Yes.
Rachel, your nose is bleeding.
Somebody
No.
clip
She
that,
didn't even hit me.
please.
I was just like, ah.
Yes.
Oh my God. That was hilarious. Please clip that.
That is
Post
her-
that everywhere.
That's
Oh
gonna
my
be the
God.
clip for the show, for the promotion
Oh
of the
my
show. That's
God.
for
I mean,
sure.
So you have like a little clip for everybody when you're doing the intro, and
Dude,
then
that's so fucking
clip.
good.
That'll be yours. Yep.
So this is my cat. Just fucking falls your face.
Oh my God, we could do
Great.
like a little intro, like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, where they show somebody do action, and then it freezes them and has their name.
That's
The old 90s TV show intros.
Yeah, let's do that.
That'd be hilarious.
All right.
All right.
What are these questions? You say they're what are they? What I don't get what,
They're from Ask Reddit questions. Again, have you guys heard about this thing called Reddit?
I don't know what this ask questions
well, it's just Ask Reddit. So Reddit users will send random questions, and then people will just comment. I took the questions. I was like, these are just good question, like topic to talk about. So
how many
we're gonna use them for the show.
how many questions?
There's
do we have
11
right now?
here.
Okay, okay.
But
So
we'll just do a couple of them.
I'm updating the stream things, and I'm gonna put out another post saying we're doing Ask Reddits and see if anybody else.
Okay. I can
But
wait.
go,
You
but
want me to wait?
no. You can
I can show off more of my cat.
really? Well, let's not. Hey, let's
So we're gonna-
rephrasing. Are
They're
we
gonna
doing that?
attack you.
We're doing
I said
phrasing.
cat.
It's-
Cat.
She's a kitty cat.
Doing what is it?
All right.
Ask Reddit questions live on twitch.tv/before
Not
you
not
roll.
ask. Not ask. We already have the question.
Does Reddit have a Twitter? They do.
I don't know. Probably. Do you want to open that can of worms?
They do.
We're answering Reddit questions. Is what we're
Yeah.
doing.
She's
So
purring
release
super
me now, vile woman.
No,
Hilarious.
she's actually
J-Lab.
likes to nurse on that blanket, and she's purring and nursing right now.
Did you say hey Blinken?
Hey, Blinken. All right. Let me know when you guys are ready, and I'll shoot off the first one.
Go ahead.
Or better yet, okay. Pick a number through 1 and 11.
1.
You're reading the notes, Rachel. You're cheating.
I am. I'm a
Wait,
cheater.
because I'm not reading them, so let me do it then.
Okay. All right.
8.
One,
8.
8?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Oh, we can always have chat. She's a number 2.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Chad will
and-
choose the next
yeah,
one.
That
Have
will
Chad
get the
choose
next
another one.
number. All right. First question. What's your favorite conspiracy theory, and why do you think it's plausible? So, it's two
Favorite
questions.
conspiracy theory.
What's your favorite conspiracy theory, and why do you think it's plausible?
Carol Baskins killed her husband, and she 100% did it because you watch Tiger Kings. Yeah, it's a gut feeling.
It's a gut feeling. Watch
Gut
Tiger.
feeling.
Aaron?
Crap.
I will accept that conspiracy theory.
Favorite conspiracy theory. That's a tough one
J-Lab.
because I like. There's a lot of them. What did J-Lab say? Steven is just 3 raccoons in a man suit.
Yeah.
That's my favorite conspiracy theory
Wow.
because I actually own a raccoon robe.
Perfect.
Trash panda.
It's a good
Nice.
conspiracy theory.
Michael
That's
Jackson
good.
was replaced in 1986. Oh, I hope not.
By what? An alien?
By a child rapist. Aaron.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Jesus.
Please.
I don't think I have
Like
a
this-
top conspiracy.
The reptilians, aliens are alive, or the reptiles in the sewers of LA or whatever.
And
let's
why?
see, with the
But
Denver
is
airport.
it? And you're asking me like why I think it's plausible
And
as
why do you
well,
think it's plausible?
and why
So,
I think
better
it's
question is just, what do you think conspiracy theory? Which one's plausible to you? If that makes it easier to narrow it down,
The city of Atlantis.
like which one's just mostly seems like it'd be true.
I'm gonna go with no, because I don't even believe that one.
What do you believe,
I was
man?
gonna say the JFK one, but I don't believe any of those conspiracy theories. I literally think it was
Yeah.
just Lee Harvey, dumb
Okay.
person.
What
but
about was
You don't
it
think you don't think
Epstein?
Secret Service did it?
Did he was he murdered or did he commit suicide?
you talking about
Wait,
you said what's her
wait,
name? You cut
who?
out. Yeah, you cut out.
Epstein?
Oh no, that's not even conspiracy. That's just fact.
Wait,
He did not kill
wait, who?
himself.
Epstein.
Oh, Epstein.
Epstein, yeah.
I don't know why I went to Van Gogh.
Oh, what? No.
Yeah, it's
No.
yeah.
Um,
All right,
Special
chat.
Cases said Beyonce is in the Illuminati with Jay-Z, Madonna.
I don't
They're
even
taking
think
over the world.
that's. No, I don't think that's either. That's a tough because I like conspiracy theories, but I don't really believe any to be kind of like.
So, do you have a
true.
favorite conspiracy theory that's just funny to you?
The
Oh, J-Lap, that's 100% true.
what
Not
did
conspiracy theory.
Courtney Love
Courtney
killed
Love
Kurt
killed Kurt
Cobain?
Cobain.
Jeez,
Yeah.
conspiracy theories. Britney Spears being held captive by her dad. I think that's just true.
That's actually fact. There's court cases of that.
I'm gonna go with the Christopher Walken murder. That's one that I think.
You think he
Wait.
did it?
Wait, what?
I think he at least knows who did it. Christopher Walken was involved. It was him and two other actors on a boat. You can check this out. It's on Unsolved on YouTube. What is it?
It was Natalie Wood.
It was Natalie
Natalie
Wood.
Wood was
Okay.
the one that died. Yeah.
And Natalie Wood was found dead the next morning. And there was only three people on the whole boat. So it was Christopher Walken, another actor, which I'm forgetting his name right now, and Natalie Wood. And all of a sudden,
Robert Lowe.
Was it Robert Lowe?
That's what Squiggles is saying. Not Robert Lowe.
No, it wasn't Rob
no,
Lowe. No. It was somebody else.
Special Cases says Keanu Reeves is a vampire.
Terrible.
Not Rob Lowe. I think it's a different person named.
Oh, so
Robert.
his name was Robert Lowe? Okay. So yeah, but put it anyway, just all you have to look at it as three people on a boat, one person ends up dead. None of the two get blamed for the death or charged or know anything
and
about how the person.
They don't rat. They take it to the grave.
That's what it is. So
I'll have to check it out.
yeah, you got to check out that one. That's crazy because I'm like, there's no way she just ended up just dying and then that's it.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay,
yeah, that's probably
his
the
name was
one.
Robert Wagner.
You gotta check it out though. If you guys go to Unsolved, BuzzFeed's Unsolved, they have the whole story. That's a good one. That is definitely a good one.
Story.
I don't know how they got away with it, but now it's like they're famous actors and okay, you know what I mean? Like it's
Sold their soul to the devil.
It's craziness.
Right, so next one. Pick a number through 1 and 11, excluding 8. Because 8 is off.
Should we
Going
let
for chat? Yeah, let chat.
Yeah, first one to chime in. Go.
You know it's gonna be Squiggles. That's who it is.
No, it's JLab 5.
Oh, JLab 5. Okay.
5. All right.
Grow
up, bro.
Hey,
Quick strike. What's happening?
So
Jeez,
number
everybody.
5. Here we go. If you were given $1 million, what is the first thing you would buy?
House.
Pretty simple.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's a no-brainer. I'm buying a house. I'm buying and paying off.
Okay, describe this house. Big? You going big baller mansion?
No. I don't need a gigantic mansion. I just need I need space, yes, but I don't need a gigantic
How much you
mansion.
spending on this house?
Probably 400,000.
That's reasonable. Get you a nice
multiple
rooms,
enough for if my family needs to live there as well.
Quick strike, no.
Because I'm 1 million. First of all, I live in California. Yeah, I live in California.
Yeah, I live in the Bay Area. A normal 3-bedroom house, basic ass house where I live, is already 1 million.
Exactly.
It's
Like,
really sad.
Crazy.
so
Yeah.
it doesn't even make that much. A million is whoever wrote that question. They clearly
Definitely
live
doesn't live in
in like
California.
the
No.
middle of the country or something like that, because they do not live in California or like New York or something like that. A million gets you nothing. Squiggle says nothing. If I can get a 5% return on investment every year, I'm making $50K a year, just off interest.
Wait, is that just? Are you just thinking that you're gonna put that whole million in one bank? Because they have limits. You can only put $250,000 in a bank account.
Depends on what
And
bank you're
then
Rest under your
using.
bed.
You can use some of that overseas little Swiss accounts,
Swiss bank account. They
offshore
will
Swiss
laugh at
account.
you in your face if you try to take $1 million
Just
to
a
a Swiss
million.
bank account.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's quick strike. I'm in North Bay and it hurts. Man, California is just, they need to cut
Ooh.
prices. The rent is too damn
Yeah.
high. The rent
Yeah,
is
The
too
so,
rent
like,
is too damn high. All right.
I was sorry, not to like sidetrack from this
No, you're
question,
fine.
but just to like say what Quick Strike said, like I was looking at apartments where I live compared to Sacramento. I was looking at like 2-bedroom apartments and I found a few that were like 12 to like 1400 a month and I was like, "Holy shit, this is amazing cuz where I live, I can get a studio for 2 grand."
and that's
That's the
ridiculous.
cheapest.
What
Yeah.
do they think people are like making on the regular? That's what I don't understand.
We're all
I
in the
know.
1%.
What are you
Yeah.
buying, Rachel? Because I didn't hear what you said you were buying.
Oh, I did not say. Honestly, mine would be pretty much the same. I would invest in like a really big piece of land, and I know a lot of my friends are like struggling with house. So, and me and my friends have actually talked about this, where we just like kind of like all live together, and we just have like little houses on a big piece of land, so everyone has somewhere actually to live. That's what I would invest in.
If you got a big enough plot of land,
Mhm.
and you made like container homes
I would
all
love that.
around
Yeah,
it, that'd be dope. I could see you
yeah.
getting into something like that.
My dream home would be like a home that I would make totally custom and have it be like all eco-friendly with like those eco roofs and everything like that, solar panels. I think
Your
that'd be really cool.
Sims.
Fitz says make
Yeah,
Sims
yeah.
Hobbiton.
life.
I mean like eco lifestyle Sims. Yeah.
You see the chat? Fitz said make Hobbiton.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
I'm out if you're gonna.
That's
Hobbiton with
Hoboken.
technology.
That'd be kind of dope.
Yeah.
Three bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,500 square feet on a half acre. Yeah, that's the basic. That'll run you.
Yeah. That's what I would want. Yeah. What about you,
Yep.
Steven?
It'd be the same thing. I would buy like a. Well, I don't know if I'd just buy a house. I think I would probably want to build like a container home,
Yeah.
like a bunch of them put together to make a bigger house.
See, me and you,
Or
we'll
like,
just like get our money together and we'll make our own little container hometown.
yeah, or buy like a giant
Container
warehouse
home.
where I will put container homes in there,
Yeah.
Container home
right?
town.
Inside a
Hilarious.
warehouse. Yeah,
I like
'cause
Here's
I've
a-
seen that one time and it looked really cool.
Just
Can
give
I
me a
just
small
say-
house. Yeah, go ahead.
Our economy is so shit. All three of us were like, yeah, if we get $1 million, we would buy a house.
Yes.
That's
yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me
And then
get
the rest of the money I just save.
the chat.
touch it
Just
'cause
give me a
taxes is a
small
biatch.
house,
Yeah,
good
same
internet,
here.
massive yard for my pups. Here's a real important question for Rachel. How many bookshelf secret doors is she building in the house?
Ooh, ooh. I'd probably just do 2, to be honest. But I've always wanted one of those, so no matter where I go, even if I don't make the house, I'm gonna customize it so I have that secret bookcase door.
See, I definitely would want one, but
Yeah.
one has to go towards the underground bunker.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
what I always imagined.
That's
Yep.
what I want. And then the front of my door for my man cave, quote unquote, you would call it.
I thought you were gonna say the front door to your house would be a secret door.
No,
Don't know how to get in.
No, the front of my man cave, because it would be probably a big room on the inside. I would have to it would have to be someplace that's like kind of open on the front. That way I can put a replica of the TARDIS right in front of it. That way when you
Ooh.
walk through the door, it's bigger on the inside. You think you're going into
I
a
love
phone
that.
booth, but you're actually going into a whole different room.
I've seen
That's-
people actually do that, and it's really cool.
That's what I
would-
want. I want that.
Yeah, I would want something similar, maybe not like the TARDIS, but just like a secret door. And instead of like a man cave, it would be like its own home theater. like
Yeah, that'd be
ultimate
dope.
gaming area. Yeah.
Ooh, see, I see Squiggle saying I want a Fallout shelter so bad, specifically the Fallout shelter from Brendan Fraser's movie Blast of the Past.
Nice.
Why don't you just
I
get a
haven't
Vault
seen
Boy
that.
falter? You haven't seen that one? It's a good movie.
Which
No, I
had
know Brandon
Christopher
Fraser.
Walken.
Yeah,
in
it did have
Circle.
circles
Ooh.
right on the back. Christopher Walken.
Mm-hmm.
May have murdered somebody. We don't know.
All right, what's the other one we
Alright.
got? Pick
I
another
need
number,
another
guys.
number.
Between
Excluding 5 and 8, because we did those.
pick a number between 1 and 11.
Yeah,
and
1 and
11,
11.
yep.
Odd group of numbers.
Yeah, I
got
know.
there.
I thought I
10.
10.
Quick Strike got 10. Wow, look at that. Double 10s. And of course, special cases with his 69.
well 10 out of
Because-
10 proof was already there. Okay, there it is. All right, number 10. Number 10. 10. If you can become a fictional thing / character, who / what would you be and why?
That's a
Do you
tough
need me to
one.
repeat the question?
If you can become a fictional character, who would you be and / why?
Or thing.
Or thing?
For some reason, it says thing. So I'm assuming, like, if you wanted to become a dragon. You know what I mean?
I'll stay.
I'm just assuming.
I'll stay in humanoid form at least. If I'm
Obviously.
gonna,
That's boring.
you're gonna become what? A cat? Is that what you're gonna
Never
do?
know.
Yeah, exactly.
Rachel
Um,
pawed her own face.
It's terrible.
Rachel's her own cat. Fry's his own
That's
grandfather.
that's a tough one. Who has like space traveling abilities?
Ooh.
Because I always wanted,
You could just be like, hey, I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite.
hilarious.
Put it in.
Hilarious. Wait, okay, so
Just saying.
wait, but here's the other question. Am I this thing or person with everything around me the same? Like I'm just that on Earth? Like how I am
I
here?
would say the rules should be if you pick a character, that universe becomes our universe type thing. You know
so
what I
you
mean?
become that character, and
Yeah, you
the
you
setting
would basically
that
be
they were
that
in.
character. Yeah,
Ooh, that's a tough one then.
that's what I would say.
That's a
Yeah.
tough one then. That is a tough one. I would probably have to say
Because you think about it, you could be Batman.
no. I wouldn't be
You-
Batman.
You, could.
It's just
no,
rich.
I'm throwing things out there. You could be Shepard. You know what I mean? You could be a dragon, like I previously stated. You know what I mean?
What we got in the chat? Let me see. Captain Marvel, Lobo, Green Lantern, or Quasar, Avatar Korra, and
Nut
See?
gender bent.
what? That's terrible. Oh, but
He meant butt gender bent, so he
I
wants
thought-
to be
I
a
thought-
male.
So
person.
Aang,
yeah, I thought he meant actually like nut, like he's got nuts. So that's what
it's a nut gender bend.
Special case you don't want to be Aaron Carter.
It's
He's got a lot
true.
of troubles with him and his brother Nick. You don't want to.
Damn, that's terrible.
You don't want to do that.
Damn, tattoos all on his face and
I
stuff.
know Green Lantern's pretty cool, but then you are
Green
responsible.
Lantern'd
You're
be
a
cool.
cop, but you're a cop.
You don't
though.
need a ship
Yeah, I know. You
to
can
travel
traverse
the universe.
the universe,
You're
but
good.
that means I'm a cop. I have to kind of give up my basic life to.
But do you?
Yeah, no, you do. You take an oath. you literally take an oath.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll go. No, I can't go with that. Can't go with that. Yeah, screw it. Yeah,
Steven,
I'll go
You know
lantern.
what you would be?
I'll go
You'd be a
lantern.
lantern.
Yeah,
You got Green Lantern? That's a good one.
yeah, I go
And that's
lantern.
pretty.
It's a good one.
Yeah, you can pretty much create whatever you want. You get space travel. You get to, and it be basically like a hero.
Yeah, like you're an intergalactic hero, and you get. I like the space travel aspect a lot. And then you can pretty much go anywhere you want. Go underwater if you need to. Swim underwater if you need to. Like, yeah, nothing is off limits. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Rachel?
Steven, you go first.
Wow.
Oh.
I'm still deciding. I'm still
Wow.
thinking.
Wow.
She said, I'd like to be Todoroki from My Hero Academia.
Well, good
Wow.
news. Mission accomplished.
Thank you.
Um,
Doctor Strange from Z Reaper.
that'd be good. That'd be good.
T1000 from Special
That'd be
Cases,
good.
and Nova from
Except I wouldn't
Fits.
want to be a dick like him.
Dang.
You know what? One above all.
So you just want to be God?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Sounds very
But you know
lonely.
what? He's not really fictional.
Do
Some people believe he's real.
the one
What?
above all is from a comic book. That's why I said that
So
one instead of
then-
just saying God and doing
Gotcha,
hey.
okay.
Then you're stuck in the comic book universe then.
No, that universe becomes the reality.
So then
You
it's just
become
we're just
that.
in one giant comic book. So somebody's still reading us.
You know what? Whatever. I guess that's my fate. I
Z-
chose it. I'm
Z
sticking by
Reaper,
it.
One Punch Man.
The one above all. Oh, damn, One Punch Man is a good one.
He's pretty good. But I don't know if I would actually want to be him because he's kind of miserable.
He
No, you know who you want to
is-
be is
Not
fucking
Genos.
Justice Crash. What's his name?
Oh,
Moomin Rider. That's
no,
who you want to be.
don't.
Yeah, the
No,
real
you-
MVP.
No, you don't.
Moomin Rider. Yeah.
Throwing
Real
your bike
MVP,
at
man.
people? No, that's
Real
terrible.
MVP.
I love him.
Justice Crash.
Terrible, J Lab. Stevie wants to be Jack Kirby, and now you're dead. That's
Wow.
terrible.
Or am I? Because it's
There.
Marvel Zombies. Thank you.
All right, Rachel.
One above all.
There's no more
I
waiting.
can drop my mic, but I can't.
Nice, Mrs. Pancake.
Nice.
Wow.
Mrs.
That's
Actually, mine might be between two different characters.
all right.
So the one of them is actually from My Hero Academia. I would actually really want to be Deku.
I thought she was gonna
Because-
say Todoroki.
I know. Are you laughing? Are you laughing at
No,
Deku?
no.
Are you laughing at my choice?
Out of all the My Hero, but go ahead. I'm gonna. You have your reasons.
Yeah, I just feel like Deku, I don't know, he's the one I feel most like relate to because like I feel like I have that like same type of drive where I see somebody in danger and I automatically just go to them and try to help them no matter what it is. Even if the person is like 3 times bigger than me, I will start a fight with them to protect that person. And he always wants to do good and help those in need. And I just really, really like him. And besides, once he does actually train and develop his powers, he has like the most powerful power ever, and he becomes one hero. So I think
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
he's moving up to be what's his name? All Might.
All Might, yeah. And I don't know, I just think he's like really admirable. I really like those
that's
type
good.
of characters that are really like good and pure at heart. So
Yeah, All Might. You
We'll
know,
say that.
the other character I was thinking like I would want to be is actually from Star Trek.
Wow.
It would be
are you
Jadzia.
wearing a red shirt?
No,
Are
I mean
you
that's
just
only
dying?
that's only original series. No, I would actually want to be Jadzia Dax, and the reason is because she's a
I
trail.
don't know who that is.
Oh, I'll explain.
Yes, yeah.
She's in Deep Space Nine, that series with like Cisco as the captain and everything, and she's a science officer. And it's not so much like I guess I would necessarily want to be her specifically because she is a Trill, and basically what Trills are, they're these like type of aliens that can have this symbiote host like inside them, and it's like in a way it kind of records all their memories who they are realities. So when they pass on, that symbiote can go into the next person and then they can gain all their knowledge and all their memories. And so you kind of live on as long as that symbiote is alive.
So are you
and-
the trail, or are you the person with the
I would-
trail inside?
She's a Trill, that's the alien race. I forget what the symbiote is called, but she's a Trill. So I would want to be the Trill that has a symbiote inside me. And that way I have all this like infinite knowledge and of lives, and then that way I could pass whatever I learned from my life to the next generation and the next person, and then you're also that same person.
That's just reincarnation.
But you're
without the
In a way,
remembering.
in a
is
way,
it
but
though?
you have-
Because like you're the bug, right?
No, I wouldn't
I
be the
mean-
bug. I would be the host, the person.
Oh, you want to host the
Yeah.
trail.
The alien, the person, the host is the Trill.
Oh, okay.
That's
Just
what their
like you're
alien
the
race is
human,
called.
but you don't remember what the name of the bug is.
Yeah,
Okay. Special
they
cases.
kind of look like human, except they have these like weird spots all over them.
Special
almost
cases
looks like a
says,
leopard print.
remember when she passed on the trail to a much younger woman?
Yes, she wasn't that much younger, but she was another Federation officer.
She just
Jadzia,
die
she-
after it?
Yeah, she ended up going into like she had an accident happen and she died. And because there was no other Trill around, there was this one Trill who was in the Federation, and so they had to put the symbiote in her, or else that symbiote would die and all the previous lives would be lost. And so she became that, and she became a really great captain in the books afterwards because she was only in the last season of Deep Space Nine.
Did she? What was I thinking? Okay, so this bug, does it take over your personality, or does it just give you the knowledge of its past hosts?
No, it doesn't like take over your personality. Um, it just kind of gives you like the knowledge and the memories of past hosts, and sometimes you pick up like quirks and things like that, like from your previous person, like Jedzia. She would always walk around with her like arms behind her back, kind of like stoic, because the person before her, I forget his name, would walk that way too. And so you sometimes pick up little personality traits from your past lives, and you have the same memories and friendships as that person too. Like
Huh.
Cisco was really good friends with the previous Dax host, and once he died, Jedzia became Dax, and so they became good friends.
All you have to
Does that
do
make
is watch the pilot of Deep Space Nine, and you'll get caught up. It's actually a really awesome self-contained mini movie.
It's really good. Deep Space Nine, I think, was like the first Star Trek I watched from beginning to end. And
we'll
Deep
see.
Space
I see
Nine.
a lot of see some discussions in chat about which is the best Star Trek.
Ew, Squiggles Voyager, oh my god, no,
I
that
don't
was
know.
terrible.
I heard the debate was like people didn't like Deep Space Nine because it's like Star Trek is all about exploration.
Yeah.
And then that one was like, oh, you're just in a space station.
Yeah, it was a lot different than the other Star Trek series, but I feel like it was really good. Like, it was a nice bridge where it was still like classic Star Trek, but they made it modern enough where it didn't feel as dated, because I feel like some episodes of Next Generation could feel dated, but it's still really good.
So they're talking
Interesting.
about Special Cases. Cosine says Deep Space Nine is the best. Fitz says last two seasons of Voyager were good.
The last two seasons of Voyager were absolute garbage. I had to stop watching it at that point.
I mean, we all know though the best.
I'm impartial.
The best one, Steven, is Return of the Jedi. That's the best Star Trek right there.
You don't know what you just did.
So upset right now. How dare you? How dare you?
You don't know what you just did.
I will say Voyager did have two really great characters, EMH, which was like this holographic medical doctor, everything on the ship, because basically they got transported like super, super, super far away from their galaxy to the point where they thought they would never come back, and they lost a lot of people. So the only medical officer they really had was this hologram that was built into the ship. And so he was the doctor. And he was a really great character. And then they also had 7 and 9. You guys have probably seen her. She's a really hot babe.
Yeah, we've seen 7 of 9, all right.
Oh yeah. She's gorgeous and incredible, but I hate what they did with her in the last season. They made her dating, and I was like, that's weird.
They made her what?
They made her date Chakotay and like end up with him at the end, and I was like,
Chakotay can't get no
I know, right?
7 of that 9?
No, because he was supposed to be Janeway, and they totally retconned that, and then they this like ship that was really out of character.
They retconned it. What do you mean?
They totally built up a relationship between Chakotay and Janeway, and they would have been perfect together. And instead, they made him go with 7 and 9, and that's.
I feel like you're shipping them, and there wasn't no.
Squiggles asks your thoughts on Picard, the new show.
I
watched the first episode. That was it.
Yeah, that's all I saw too, and I liked it, but it also was very, very different than Star Trek. Like, it was like in the same universe, same characters, but it wasn't like anything like Star Trek has done before, and it was good. It was good. I just need to watch more because I don't have the CBS subscription. Yeah.
You have the internet though, right?
The internet.
Yeah.
I do, but I don't know the torrent things.
Once it's on the internet.
Torrent. Yeah, you don't have the torrent.
On the internet.
I'd say it's like if Firefly and Star Trek had a baby.
Orville is better than all of those.
Dang.
I love Orville.
So,
you know what? Star Trek Discovery was actually really amazing. I really like that.
But it's not better than Orville. So.
They're good in different ways.
All right, we'll have a whole Star Trek show one day. But what's the next number? We need another number.
I need another number, people. Another number.
Somebody say Deep Space Nine.
Any number.
Deep Space Nine.
It's $6, you cheapos.
Up, quick strike with the 9.
Is it the 9?
Yep.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's basically the same thing as our last question. If you can have any one item of any film, what would it be and why?
Of any
So
film,
this is any film. So
so it has to
an
be
item
a
in a
movie.
movie. Yes. What would it be?
I know exactly what I would pick.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Replicator from Star Trek, because then I can make any item I want.
That's a-
See it in
it's just make.
space.
Does it have to have like? Does it just make anything you think of? Like, what is it?
Yeah. You type in what you want. I'll make whatever you want.
Really?
Was it in the movie Star Trek?
It's in all the shows.
This says film.
Film.
Not-
It was in the
not
movies as well.
Really?
Okay then.
Oh,
Then we're good.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
good.
The holodeck would be great. But I would get lost in there. and I
Special
would be there
cases says
forever.
420. Legalize it.
legalized. Steven, what are you picking?
Easy. The DeLorean from
Really?
Back to the Future. Yeah.
Why not just go the TARDIS then? If we're going movies, there was a
because-
movie. You
TARDIS you could live in. It could be.
I am not a Whovian,
could still have a TARDIS.
Yeah.
so
The TARDIS is bigger on the inside. It's
let me have
limitless.
my DeLorean.
But the
Alright,
DeLorean.
Thank you.
Yeah, the
why?
DeLorean never worked. Squiggle just said that. Like, it
What are you
never
talking
really
about?
worked.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I want a DeLorean.
They have TARDIS. They actually.
Who
have
said
that for
anything about
Hulu.
me
We
going
took
back
out
in
Hulu.
time? I'm just driving it.
So then just go buy a
Thank you.
regular DeLorean. They're like
Thank you.
$3
Let
now.
me. I'm sorry. Was
Trailer
the
for Breaking
DeLorean
Bad,
your
you know,
choice?
How you
know,
doing, my
sorry.
Bree? Welcome to the chat. We're talking about
Thank
if you can
you.
have any one item from a film, what
Thank
would you be?
you.
Or what would you pick? And he picks the DeLorean
The DeLorean
out
from
of
Back to the Future.
over to
Where he
TARDIS.
can have superior time travel device where he could actually go through space. He can go anywhere to any planet. And
Yeah.
it could also be our house.
No,
Yeah.
I'm good.
He chose
I'm
this.
good.
It's better.
That's
Time.
horrible.
Better.
Let me have this.
I'm going with TARDIS.
All
Then.
right.
I'm going with the TARDIS, hands down.
So you guys both went Time Machine. I went with Replicator.
I went space
Yes.
and time machine. Space
You know what?
and
TARDIS
time.
was pretty good.
Because I can go any place too. So it's
Fine.
not like I'm
But-
It's
just.
fine.
I do have a question
have
for
that.
you.
Can
for
I
your
ruin
TARDIS.
time travel, everyone, real quick? Terrible
No.
squiggles.
No, you can't squiggles.
You have a question? Go ahead.
All right. So is the TARDIS an actual item? Because technically, the thing that makes it, travel through space and
Wait,
time is a living being.
Is the
Is it an item or is it a living?
is there a
creature?
movie, a Doctor Who movie?
Yeah,
There
there's a
is
Doctor
a
Who.
few because
Yeah.
after the Sixth Doctor, they canceled the show, and so 7, 8 were actually only movies.
Yeah.
And then they actually had a reunion movie where they had the 10th and 11th Doctor.
Is that a real
and then-
movie or is it just a show that lasted
No, it's real movies.
No,
Yeah,
they're
two
real movies.
episodes?
Yeah, and then they actually had a movie where the 10th and 11th Doctor get together and they meet the War Doctor right before the 12th Doctor.
So
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
John Hurt, right?
let's find out
Yeah.
because I have my Whoology
John
Doctor Who book that
Oh, God.
All right.
that somebody gave me
What a
for
bunch
my
of nerds.
birthday. So we can look up, but yes, the TARDIS is what I would go with.
I mean, it's
Um,
a good one.
It's
I don't know why I didn't think of it.
because you're not a real Whovian.
I hope a homeless
How
person
dare you.
pees in your phone booth. That's what I hope.
I mean, they can if they want to. I mean, it's all up to. Excuse me. Oh my God, bro.
But would you want
Um,
like a TARDIS or would you just want like a generic time traveling device from the Time Lords? Because the TARDIS is actually technically broken. That's why it's stuck as the police booth.
But that's
the
that's
time
fine.
travel-
That's fine.
Okay.
It's cool. It's a cool little aesthetic. Like,
Yeah.
it's not bad. The problem with a time machine is that the coordinates are for a time. However, Earth travels through space. So even if you went back in time 15 years, the Earth would not be in the same position in space. And when you left, you'd be like floating off into space. So we literally had this discussion when I worked at Lowe's with a group of people. Like, I was talking about it because I think T-Pain is the one that actually posed that question, is where we heard it. It was like, the Earth is always moving. So if you traveled back in time, would you travel with the Earth, or would you just be floating in space to where the Earth was at the time that, or whatever? But see, here's how you get around that, Squiggles, because I have the TARDIS, which goes through space and time. So I can move through both, and I'd be fine. That's just how that works. So,
Yeah.
yes, thank you. Quick
Also, like
strike.
quick. Yeah, the TARDIS solves it because it is a living being and it's like has infinite knowledge. So if
I
you were
would
like
go
slightly
back
wrong,
in
it would.
time and shoot the creator of Doctor Who before he creates it.
Wow. Jeez.
Therefore, ending your whole option to pick the TARDIS.
Wow.
So go fuck
Steven?
yourself.
Steven,
I
you
yield
are
my
literally
time.
the worst person I have ever met.
The next person, and then I would go shoot Tolkien because he's also a bastard.
Are you
And then
trying
I
to
would
hurt me
go
right now?
shoot George
trying?
Lucas because he's a bastard.
I mean,
And
he
then
kinda
I'd
is,
shoot
yeah.
J.K. Rowling.
Oh,
And then I would go to New York, New Hampshire.
Terrible.
And then,
Terrible.
yeah!
so are you just like trying to kill all nerd fandom?
Everybody's favorite thing.
are the
The
worst
TARDIS
person.
is an 11-dimensional matrix that was already in the museum piece when the Doctor was young. The first time he touched the TARDIS console, he said she was the most beautiful thing ever known. When they're alone, the Doctor calls the TARDIS sexy.
So you want somebody's jizz collector.
That's
basically it.
terrible.
It sounds
sir.
like this guy is just
That's terrible.
spanking it inside his TARDIS.
I mean, when she was a human.
Yeah, she
It
was
was pretty
pretty
sexy.
hot. Yeah, I saw that episode. That was
Mhm.
Anyway,
Wow.
we can do another
Weird.
whole episode on Whoville.
Whoville? What are you, the Grinch?
Let's do 2 more, and then we'll move, and then we'll
right.
wrap it.
All right. So recap: we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 11. So go ahead and choose.
Chat picks a number.
Yeah, pick another number. TARDISes are grown and living, not a thing. They're a thing. Didn't we do 11?
We haven't done 11
No,
yet. No.
we
Okay,
did 10.
so then we're going 11 then.
Special
Did
cases.
somebody pick
why?
11?
Yeah, Squiggles said 11. Yeah.
Squiggles. All right. Number 11. Number 11. What are your favorite gaming moments that you will always remember?
I have a couple of them.
Name your top 3.
This is favorite, not favorites.
I can't pick one.
Yeah, you can't
I'd
just
say
pick
we
one,
should
bro.
pick our top 3.
You can't just
Wow.
pick one.
Wow.
Can't pick one.
Wow. Follow the rules.
All mines are co-op. It's never a single player moment.
That's
It's never a single player moment.
It doesn't say anything, but it just says your favorite video game moment.
So
Would this be gaming moments like, oh, when you were playing a game, like the actual game itself? Or like just
I
a
would
memory
say-
you have from playing a game?
I would say either like something that happened in a game that's like stuck with you. So like the stabbing of Aerith stuck with
Why would that be your
generations of people.
favorite? That is terrible.
No, I'm just using that as because that's a memorable moment. You know what I mean? So I'm just using that as an example.
Memorable, more like traumatic.
Okay,
terrible.
but you remember
That wasn't that traumatic.
you know,
I cried.
something that happened in the middle of a wrestling match that you were playing co-op with your friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Something,
yeah.
anything. I would
Okay.
put it across the board. Anything that you remember that was cool.
Squiggles.
Damn, Z, that's
it
a good
happened in
one.
the original game. The game is so
All-
old.
Let's see. All Life is Strange, end of BioShock Infinite, when me and my friend got caught shoplifting a video game. Terrible special cases. Z, get to the
That's
chopper.
a memorable moment.
Beating Jack 3 in one day on
Nice.
Christmas. Wait, I haven't finished Final Fantasy VII. Playing Halo for the first time. Yeah, see, I got a couple. So okay, all right. Let's just I'll rapid fire them. Definitely playing Halo for the first time at Incredible Universe. All day. My mother doesn't know about this, but I skipped school that day, and
I'm telling her, so she whoops your
we
ass.
played all day until they basically, like, literally from whenever school starts morning till school ended. So we did an 8-hour. It was so yes, Halo. There was the smaller instances whenever we first played Left 4 Dead. Me and a group of friends, we played on Xbox 360. and that game was terrifying. The ambiance and the zombies coming out of nowhere, and like a movie, we were going down a hallway, or we were going down an alleyway, and I turned around, and my friend, the ones that like we had just come out of a door and we're going down an alleyway, and one of my friends was still standing kind of in front of the door, and one of those grabbers, the ones that shoots out the tentacles and pulls you.
Oh, the tongue ones? Yeah.
It shot through the door, grabbed him, and ripped him back in the door. And the rest of the three of us were like, "What just happened to him?" And he's like yelling on Xbox Live, and we're like, "This is crazy!" Like that. So that first experience, that was dope. And then when I worked at GameStop, and we had the demos, Steven, of Smash Brothers when it came out.
Yeah.
And our boss, Chris, was getting other employees from other GameStops to try to beat me in Smash Brothers.
I remember that.
And I was smacking them down left and right. He was determined to get every single.
Somebody beat you.
And so he got somebody from another store, and they came over and they lost. He got somebody from another store, and then our resident Smash Brother specialist, we'll say, quote unquote, who was in there, Jada, came and was like, I was like, okay, well then that's it. Jada plays the game.
She was confident.
Super
confident.
Jada picked Princess Peach. I picked Ike. We fought to a sudden death match. I got in the first hit, knocking Peach clear off the map, and I was like, that's it, sir. I've beat everybody in our region and your best competitor. And I remember I just stood in front of the door with the sunlight hitting me, so he can see the cape blow in the wind as I stood triumphantly over all that stuff. Yes, hands down. Video Game Bang, what's happening? Whoa, stream looks awesome. Thank you. Thanks, Squiggles, actually. The Squiggles is the one that put it all together.
That built this city.
Playing Smash Bros. With friends as a teen in general. Me and my buddy spending 10 hours plus on Morrowind looking for magic, talking mud crab, making Aaron play Advent. Yeah, no, that was a low point in my gaming history, playing Advent Rising for freaking Squiggles. That was a low point for sure. Yeah, no, I got plenty other ones, but it's just, I don't know. There's too many to just say just one over all of them, Steven.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
Rachel?
No, you know what? I'm drawing blanks. I can't think of anything.
You can't? Oh,
just not off the top of my head.
I feel like mine are all cheesy because it's not necessarily like the game itself that's like, I don't know, there's like games that are like super memorable and I remember like really enjoying, and I'll be like, oh my god, this twist is crazy, like BioShock, Mass Effect, things like that. But the moments that are my favorite moments are actually like the people I played games with, or because of the people while I was playing the games.
Okay.
And so, like, one of my favorite memories is actually of my dad. My dad passed away like 11 years ago. So, but like when I was growing up as a kid, he's the one that introduced me to video games, how we would bond. And so a lot of times we would play Sonic the Hedgehog or Spyro together. And so those two have so much like, I don't know, nostalgia for me, and it just means a lot to me because like we'd play those games, we'd take turns, or like when we did Sonic, I'd be Tails and just like derping around doing all this stuff while he was actually fighting the bad guys.
Oh, let me do it. Hold on.
Yeah, I know. It's just like so yeah, that's why like I know video games have such like I have such a connection with them and comic books because of him. I guess like the other ones would be just, I don't know, there's like so many good ones because like beating my sister and Mario Kart, those are good memories.
Okay.
Just like absolutely destroying her. But also like my recent favorite memories is actually playing.
Wait, you cut out. You cut
out.
You cut out. You said playing what?
Playing.
Oh no, yeah. So I was just saying, but one of my favorite recent memories is actually playing Sea of Thieves with you guys.
Oh.
I have because of it. So,
wow.
This is true.
Yeah.
Wow, we made the top list. Wow,
we did.
That's crazy.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That is.
Now that I think about it, you guys didn't make mines. Here are my top ones. So right off the bat, we'll start at early age. I was.
Yeah, Squiggles.
I don't remember how old I was. It was whenever Resident Evil came out. And my cousin and my brother were playing. and it was this. I walked in to watch them play the game. The scene where the zombie turns for the first time, and you see that
Oh
the
yeah.
zombie.
Yeah.
That stuck with me, and that's also a reason I don't play scary
Coward.
games anymore.
Coward.
I was at a young age, very young, and it messed with my head. The second memory, I would say, is probably playing Final Fantasy VII. The whole like train, getting into it, and then
Okay.
finding the world opens up after you leave Midgar in the
Oh,
original. That was
okay.
it, like I was like, what? There's still more.
Right?
But and I got this is from Z because he reminded me of it. So in my old World of Warcraft days, there was a town in the desert. I think, oh shit, I forget what it was called, but it was one of the ones where it's like you get both factions in the same city.
What game?
World of Warcraft.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like both factions can be in like one city, and so people would like stay on the outskirts and then gank anybody from the opposite faction on the outskirts. And so one day I played Alliance. So Horde started attacking the whole city, and they're like the higher level players were killing the guards and stuff. So it was just a bloodbath. And there was a little gnome who was part of the Alliance.
So let's call her
He's like
Rachel.
he's standing on like this like pillar that's higher than everybody else, and then just in all caps yells out, "Get to the chopper!"
Terrible.
I see the gnome jump off, start running, and then fucking backstabbed and killed instantly as he's running out the front gates.
Terrible.
It was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. Just fucking get to the chopper, jumps off like an action movie, shanked in the back, instant death.
That's like old
Funniest
school WoW,
fucking
isn't
thing.
it?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Hilarious. That
Let me-
shit made my night.
Let me get back to some of the people in chat. My Bree said playing Counter-Strike beta at 4 a.m. in the middle of a school day, and my dad woke up, kicked me off the computer, and locked the gateway computer with the little key. Jeez. Good
Jeez.
Does
Lord.
this sound like a favorite memory?
That sounds like where was it at? VGB one mine was Red Dead 1 when we were playing. Yeah, I remember this. We were playing the multiplayer, and there was like a rival gang that kept trying to take the spot from us. Yeah, I remember that. And we just kept going. And then I remember they were chatting with us, like take off the auto aim and all that stuff. Whatever.
In like Blackwater or whatever?
I can't remember where it was in the game. I just remember.
Now I'm remembering a whole bunch now.
I'm telling you,
crazy.
you gotta go by. That's why you can't just pick one, because like I got a lot with
That's
Fallout. Let's see.
Dude, us taking pictures in any games we play.
Any
is
game,
always
yes.
Yeah,
Pictures,
photographer
yes.
Rachel right here.
Squiggles says, all right, here's a memory I have that no one else would have. Back in the 90s, Sony ran a website where you could play Jeopardy, Trivial Pursuit, and the dating game online. I used to chat on AOL and play those games all the time. That sounds sad.
Also EverQuest.
Yes, awesome. Yeah, mine is also getting a level of City. City of Heroes. I remember I wanted to play that game so bad, and when it came out, I just was like, I can't do it. It's not my type of game. Drew and the TARDIS. We were talking about what is your favorite video game? I guess moments or memories.
Yeah, moments that you remember. So memories. Yeah.
Rachel hit us with the y'all, and then
going back to VGBs though. Red Dead, like beating that game for the first time, and then just like the story, the climax of the story, and everything. That was a memory I'll never forget because I was like jaw dropped. Like what happened?
You kind of gotta go.
So
you kind of gotta go game by game as opposed to just one above all. Yeah,
it's difficult because I couldn't think of anything until Z put that fucking get to the chopper moment.
Wait, I have another really good one. It's actually with my dad too. Okay, so me and him would play Phantasy Star all the time. It was like the first one that was on Sega Genesis. But we would always play, and this was back when they really didn't have I guess like what are they? Game strategy
strategy guides? Yeah.
I the word. Yeah, they didn't really have strategy guides back then. So me and him played it so much, we actually created our own, like we wrote it down, and I wrote down all the different paths for all the different dungeons and all the monsters. So me and him created a strategy guide together for Phantasy Star, and that's actually one
That is a big aw.
Dang.
Like that
Yeah.
is
That's crazy.
that is family goals right there.
It was good times.
All right. Hold on. Let me get. I know he's talking to Fitz there. Playing Pokemon Blue on the OG Game Boy with external battery pack. Final stage.
Rebeldes.
Oh my god. Going on road trips with like, the original Pokemon on your Game Boy and you have the little light or you're trying to play it every time a light comes by
I
so you
never-
can see your game.
I never had an
Yeah,
original
I
Game
remember
Boy.
those.
I never
good
had it.
times.
Sorry, I was
I remember.
poor.
I remember a memory that happened to my brother while he was playing games. They were battling Pokemon, and my brother thought it would be a good idea to get a Voltorb and just self-destruct. But he didn't pay attention, so when he threw this Voltorb out, it was sleeping. So and he was
Dang.
battling his friends, so they just fucking KO'd it in like one hit, and he didn't even get to pull off his strategy. I laughed in his face, so that was funny.
All right, we got one more. So
One more.
let's pick
All
one
right.
more
One
before we wrap it up. So we got another
One,
number.
2, 3, 4, 6, or 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, or 7. That is a weird combination.
Feet said 4.
Nice, Feats. Favorite
4?
number.
All right.
Favorite number. Look at that. Squiggles 4. There we go.
This is an easy one, so I think we'll just blow through this. So we might need another one. What is controversial that shouldn't be?
Wear fucking mask.
Yeah.
That's what I
That,
think.
yeah, well, yeah. We'll do another one because I'll agree.
Yeah,
on
we'll do another one. That was
that.
very easy. So go ahead and pick another one.
Yeah, another number. Yes, wear
One more
a
number.
mask. Yes.
Wear a fucking mask.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Not a political statement. For your health. 2.
It's for
Actually, I
my-
have another one. Yeah, 2. Fitz said 2. Wow, Squiggles and Fitz, are you guys the same person? Are you making
Are the alt accounts?
making
Are we
alt
back?
accounts? Didn't we talk about that? Sheesh.
Oh, this is the one I wanted to do. Number 2, right?
Yes, number 2.
Okay. All right. So you get the power to go back and prevent one celebrity death. Who would you choose?
So
I
they
also
have to be
wanna say-
assassinated?
No, just you can stop somebody that died. That was a celebrity that died too young,
Okay.
whatever. And then basically, I would put it that life continued as if, obviously
Alright.
that they never died. It just kind of,
What were you
So
saying,
if
Rachel?
they committed, like me and Steve were talking about this question earlier. I'm like, well, what if? Because I was saying like all the celebrities I would want to bring back, they would either like commit suicide or they were dying from like a disease that we don't have a cure for. So
Yeah.
I feel like one of those situations that wouldn't happen, they would be alive.
yes.
So better
Yeah,
help
so-
because we have better we have a lot more resources for medicine now, of course.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of like Vincent Van Gogh, right? He quote unquote killed himself. That's
Supposedly. I
the
think
running
somebody murdered
thing.
him, but that's
Yeah, I know. That's a
Yeah.
whole other conspiracy we
yeah.
can go into.
that's
but
another conspiracy.
but we have better
Yeah.
he has better outlets now that people he
Yeah.
can talk to and help him through type of stuff, right?
Yes. I
I-
would also get rid of like if you said Kurt Cobain, and then just get rid of that whole thing of him. Like it's not like he's gonna just off himself the next day. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like-
yeah.
It would just be like now they're alive, life goes on, and
But
hopefully we're all happy.
what if because they didn't die, they ended up never becoming famous or like whatever like change because of their death never happened, and so now we're like an alternate timeline.
We
Yeah.
won't get into that detail. We'll just say they're alive, and then
And
Everything's still
everything
the
else
same.
happened
and
as
everything
yeah.
else will be the same. Maybe
I
they'll
agree.
have influence, but we would just don't know what that is
Seen a
yet.
lot of them
Jackie
often.
Chan is still-
Terrible. Seen a lot in here. We got Prince, Heath Ledger, Bradley
Bradley
Noel,
Noel.
Robin Williams, Bruce Lee.
Ooh, Robin Williams. Jackie Chan's alive.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Jackie Chan is 100% alive. He's 100% alive.
Robin Williams. Ooh.
I don't
Yeah.
know any celebrities that really died young that I was just like, but it could be anybody, right?
Yeah, it could be anybody.
It could be any celebrity. It's a
Any
celebrity.
celebrity.
Celebrity death. Yeah.
So wait, would you say somebody like if I said Martin Luther King, would
That's what I was
he
thinking,
be a
like,
celebrity?
I feel like a political celebrity.
Right?
Should we
Also-
just stick in the entertainment as to narrow it down?
Okay, let's stick in the entertainment. Let's stick in the
Okay, let's
entertainment.
stick in the
Just to
entertainment.
narrow
But
it
yes,
down.
that would be a good one.
Oh, Mr. Rogers, yeah. We need a Mr. Rogers for 2020. He would do a whole special on face mask and why it's important.
Yeah, he would definitely be a
Would
good
be a
one to
good
have
one.
back.
wholesomeness.
I feel like Mr.
Celebrities.
Rogers, he did so much that
Yeah.
he deserved to rest. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he
Like he did
so
so much.
yeah, he was such a good guy. Bob Marley.
But that is a good one.
That's
Alright.
a tough one. I don't
So,
really.
so Rachel, can you go first? Since Aaron went first, I went first, and I don't know actually if you went.
What is
first yet.
that, Rachel?
I'm hiding him. I don't know, because there's like so many. It's like harder to choose which one I would actually want. Because like Robin Williams would be great. Mr. Rogers, Steve Irwin.
Oh,
Oh,
damn, I
Steve
forgot about
Irwin. I
Steve
forgot
Irwin.
about Steve
I
Irwin.
forgot about Steve Irwin, and he is technically in the entertainment industry.
I should go first when I said I wanted a replicator, and when I said where.
Oh, Lincoln Park or Chester Bennington.
Yeah,
Tough one.
Chester would be good.
Yeah, you only get one.
Kind of want to
Save me.
go. I kind of want to go freaking Irwin, just so
Yeah.
he could be back with the kids and.
Yeah.
and
Oh
like,
man,
yeah,
come
like,
on. Can we get an off for that?
Yeah.
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 Gosh,
I might have to
I
go.
it's a good one, man. It's a
Ooh,
good
what
one.
about? We totally forgot somebody. Stan Lee.
He was, no, but he didn't die too
No.
young.
Yo,
he outlived
lived
everybody.
a full, great life.
I love Stanley. I really love Stanley. But he died at 89?
I thought it was 90
I don't
something.
know.
What age?
He's supposed to be immortal.
Wow. Stanley. I want to see what.
That's upsetting.
I thought he
Way
died
for
at
a white.
89. He died at the age of. This doesn't tell me right now. 95. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he
I love
lived a
Stan Lee,
really good
but he
long
lived.
life.
You're gonna bring him back at 95.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come on, you gotta use
Live
that.
forever.
We can't have him like if you were like we'll bring him back and then we'll de-age him. You know what I mean?
De-age him to like his early 70s. There you go.
There you go.
You're not cloning him. It's just
Yeah.
I'm probably because I can't think of anything better right now. I'm gonna go with Irwin. Only
Irwin's
because like yeah.
Oh, Brittany Murphy too. Yeah.
Ah, I
Murphy.
forgot about her. It's right.
the Murphy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
You go.
Okay, so I thought about this a lot,
Mhm.
and I would have to go with Chris Farley
Oh,
yeah,
I forgot
Chris
about
Farley.
him
Oh,
too.
yeah. Oh,
because
I love
Chris Farley died in his like early 30s, I think.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
And I think if he was still around, he would have made so many more like great movies.
Yeah.
could have
And he put fat guys on the map. Like I feel like it's just like his energy is the type of energy that I would want.
You know what I think? When now that you said that, I think he would have had the Adam Sandler career.
Yeah,
I
or the
think-
David Spade career
or
because
the-
him and David Spade were like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think yeah. No, I think we would have. Yeah, we would have a Shrek Chris. Like I think he would have been a bigger. Like he would have went on to be the bigger SNL I think the rest of them that got that stuff, you know, your Mike Myers, your David Spade, your who else did I say? The Adam Sandler and stuff like that. I think I don't think they would have been as big as Farley
that's the thing.
would have.
I think they would have. I think those movies would have probably got a lot more better than because of his energy would have brought a different dynamic.
Do you think they would have all still been in like this SNL movie class where they all make movies together, like how Adam Sandler keeps all his people?
Well, yeah, Adam Sandler uses all his friends,
Right? Exactly.
Which is
that,
great.
yeah.
I think it would. I think they would still be like he would call up Farley and be like, "Hey, you want to be in this movie?" Farley would be like, "Hell yeah, fucking, I'll be there." And then
Yeah,
the
that
movie
would
just be 10
that'd be
times
dope.
better.
No, okay, I got to switch my answer. Let's go with Farley. We're going Farley just because he would have.
Even already picked Farley.
I'm
we
picking
can't pick
both.
The same person.
There's
There's
gonna-
another one Farley too.
We
I.
can't bring back the same person.
It's gonna be Irwin Farley. It's an amalgamation of both of them. That's now I just want to see a movie.
That's terrible.
Of
Now
Chris
they're
Farley
just time cop for one
as-
We got
together.
Farley and Grown Ups.
Would have been good, man. Yeah.
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 It would have been amazing. So that's my choice.
All right.
Rachel, who'd you say?
I didn't say yet.
Okay.
My person, like even though they died old, I would say like Chat said earlier, I'd bring back Mr. Rogers because I feel like right now we as a society, we don't really have like a sense of community. We don't really have that like pure good person like Mr. Rogers, where he would like talk to kids, help them work out through things, and just be like a good example for everyone. And I feel like he would help out. I don't know, he'd be a really good role model, especially during this whole pandemic and during the Black Lives Matter movement.
He would be. He definitely
Yeah,
would.
so
Yeah,
I
he
feel
would
like
be.
he'd be a good person to bring
Did
back.
he die old? I thought he.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
No,
he was-
I think he did.
yeah, he died old, so
Oh.
I would say just bring him back and have him be immortal because
Wow.
we need another Mr. Rogers like
Wow.
again.
Yeah, well, we would have had LeVar Burton if
Oh, LeVar Burton, yeah.
What if the question
Yes,
was,
he-
all right, you brought that one back, but now you have to get rid of one in their stay?
Oh, you want to do that? You want to add that?
I know who to get rid of. My
Yeah.
favorite celebrity to get rid of, Donald Trump.
Wow. You're not, yeah, I mean,
I-
there's a
I-
celebrity.
Yeah.
I can't
There's a celebrity.
refute that.
Get rid of the racism. Bring back Mr. Rogers.
Wow.
2020 Mr. Rogers for president. Yes.
Richard Erwin Farley. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yes, exactly. Soulstone mechanics. That's what you got to do.
Stone mechanics.
One
Trade
has
one.
to one has to
one
get
back.
thrown off the side of the cliff. That's exactly what happens right there. All right, that was good. Yeah, it was a good little. We'll do that for some. We'll get some more Ask Reddit questions for the next after party, everybody.
Yeah, these are fun. These are
Yeah,
fun.
that's
Did you
that's
see
pretty
the
fun.
strike Harambe for Airbud?
That's terrible. How
For
dare
Harambe,
you?
for everybody.
Airbud had a very successful career. How dare you? How dare you?
There's multiple Airbuds.
Wow. There's only one
It
Airbud.
wasn't the same dog. I'm
There
sorry
was-
to break it to you.
There was only one Rachel. All right.
No,
There was
There's one.
only. I don't want to hear la 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 la. All right. I don't want to hear it.
Her sister was a witch.
So anyway, everybody, we'll be back next week, Friday. If you guys want to catch the show, we do it every Friday at about 7:30. We're kind of still working out the kinks and everything like that. So we will see you guys. What, next week? You guys good for that?
Yeah, next
And
week
once
works.
we stream a game.
I'll be
Yeah,
a
let's stream a game. Yeah.
little bit older next week. That's gonna be great.
Until then, people, we will see you next time. Wow.
Happy birthday.